happening. There we go. We're starting. Educito is replacing the guy that didn't show up in series 2. Whoa, we have some really high lords in this series. It's gonna be really interesting. You can watch at my stream, Sasan, and see with a little delay what is going on here. I'm watching series 2 right now. I think we finally fixed what was going on with series 3 and 4. So we have some lower ranks here. We have Pinty. This guy was coaching me the other day. He's Lord 600. We have a Lord 1600, a Lord 400, a Lord 1100, 400, and 178. So overall, I chose this series because we had some really good players here. I think it's gonna be a really interesting series. Yeah, good luck though, Svampur. Svampur is in my chat saying 6 lords, rip me. I do wish you luck, sir. I'm gonna root for you as the underdog because the name of the tournament is, after all, Underdogs, as you can see here, and we do root for the concept of Underlord. But yeah, let's see what the rank at 100 does so far. He went Axe AM. He's going Demon Hunter only so far. Brownies. There was a guy in chat saying that he would root for whoever went Brownies, which is really nice. The good thing about, I'm sorry for the tournament starting a bit later than 4 p.m., but that was kind of like expected, especially since it's our first tournament to have a small delay setting up the lobbies and stuff. I tried to make things faster, starting the lobbies a bit earlier at like 3:30, but people not showing up made everything way harder. So we see some interesting positioning from Bungum here. He puts the AM in front, the Luna and the Wind Ranger behind. Not so much to observe right now. It seems he's going elusive strat. I talked to Pinty about some previous patches, and he told me that Demon and Demon Hunter strat was really OP, but that was last patch. That was previous patch. See a little bit what everyone's doing here. Sense with the tiny draw. Bounty Hunter, Educito with the 2 tinies and the Razor. I think he's going my strat. Grimjaw with the 2 Lunas and Bat Rider. Axe with the 2 stars, Tiny and Jack. He's going the Brawny Warrior strat. I like it. Pinty with the Warlock strat. He has a little bit of everything. Ogre Magi level 2 should be. He's now fighting Svampur. My voice Svampur. Let's go, Svampur. Good luck.
So is Hunter strat dead or what?
No. You mean the Hunter?
Yeah. I mean, Hunters used to be really good last patch.
Yeah, they changed a lot of things. I think it's still viable. I think right now the hottest thing is Primordials. I really like going like Morph, Arc Warden. I think those are really strong.
Well, what did they change Medusa to? I know, because she used to be really good. Medusa was 4, only costed 4, and she had all those attack modifier bonuses, which was really nice.
The one I know it used to be really good was Arc Warden. He would like split constantly, and the illusions would also split. Like the replicas would keep creating replicas, and if you could get him into high level 2 or level 3 with a CM even, maybe it would be like unstoppable. I think they changed that. He's still good, but he's not that broken.
It's really good if you had, what, Arcane Boots or something? Or was it Refresher?
Yeah.
One of those.
So we are approaching the items round. What do you think so far about the heroes that everyone's going, the different alliances. Our highest lord in the rank is going elusives and demon hunter so far, it seems.
Yeah, I don't know. I was wishing I saw some more druids. Nobody likes druids anymore.
I do like druids, dude. I think they're really strong early on. I really like druids.
Yeah, but yeah, it seems like most people are going for roughly the same heroes because roughly the same strategy. Yeah, warrior strategy is pretty popular. Bloodseeker is really good, obviously.
Yeah, it's just if you get a mask, morbid mask on Bloodseeker or Slark, it just becomes really naughty.
Oh, Enchantress.
Oh,
Nice.
where is she? Who got an Enchantress?
Shasti.
Where is he?
Wow.
Oh, too bad he's at.
Very respectable.
Yeah, we do like our Enchantress. A very strong offlaner in Dota right now.
That's true.
Have you been watching some TA?
A little bit, yeah. Or TC Rampage, by the way.
I don't think Enchantress is as strong in Underlords as she is in Dota.
Yeah, she was good.
Oh!
I think they changed her.
Oh. I thought Swampur was winning, but I was watching the other guy's perspective. Bungum at the top right now with the AM Luna Wind Ranger level 2. He's the highest lord. He has the odds to win here, but we never know. We have a Lord 400 also. So it seems this is the meta. The absolute meta is go Bloodseeker 2. This is the rank 100, boys. So he's very good at this game. He knows what he's doing. And he's going Wind Ranger, AM, Luna, Bloodseeker. From now on, I will absolutely copy this guy's build. AM used to be weak, I think, in previous patches, but it seems that he's strong right now.
It seems weird to have two AMs rather than one AM and a different hero, right?
Oh, he's losing. What? Oh, never mind. One. Is he gonna win without dropping a single series? The good thing about losing early on, as I learned the other day from Pinty, from where is he? From this guy right now, is that you kind of want to lose the early rounds because you get a free roll. So getting a free roll is always very useful. It's almost, if you can manage to lose the first rounds without losing too much health, is value because you get the free roll that I'm talking about. The only reason why you wanna win if you are like in a win streak like these guys, and you're stomping everyone, then you can kind of don't care about the free roll. But this is absolutely not the our rank 100 Bungum with the Bloodseeker level 2 already and this new item that they introduced, the Helm of the Undying, is absolutely disgusting.
It's a super good item.
Yeah.
5 armor and 4 seconds after they die.
Yeah, it's just broken. And you put that on Bloodseeker. Look at this. He doesn't even care that he's dead. He keeps hitting. Look. Oh, but he's losing. Our boy is losing his first round ever. Oh, the rank 100 lost. Let's see here what everyone's going a little bit. So the High Lords standing up from the crowd. Not much surprising there. I'm a bit sad with my boy at the bottom, but I think it is part of his strat. He did tell me that he didn't care about losing the early stages because of the rolls, and as we can see, he's going my strat. This is the build we discussed the other day. He's going Guop, Puck, Viper, CM, and he's gonna try to introduce a Razor later on, a Morphling later on, and an Arc Warden if he's going the strat that we discussed. But I think he might be trying to force it a little bit maybe, and he's paying the consequences. This is honestly a late game strat. You don't win so much with these heroes early on, but as you can see,
Well, Edusito has the Aegis, but is that a good item to get this early on?
The Aegis. He killed Roshan.
Okay, dude.
I
Okay.
don't think maybe people that don't play Dota doesn't understand that reference.
I was surprised how many people play Underlords that don't play Dota.
Well, Pinty
But
Pinty was telling me that he didn't play Dota. Oh, hello, thanks for the phone. He's going to lose either 6 or 9. Yeah, yeah. People are asking me to press tab on the chat. Here you go, boys. This is what we're dealing with so far. This is what everyone's doing.
oh well, Pintia's the big time contract that could be pretty good.
Yeah,
Especially when you have
yeah, the
Ogre.
Bloodbone or some hero. How they're
125% attack damage is really good.
could be. We see people starting to accumulate gold for the interest. You want to go for the 50 gold mark and start getting extra money on the rounds. You don't want to get below 50 after that, so you can always keep like at least 5 more gold per round.
Shasti is going to reach 50 pretty soon, probably in the next couple rounds.
He's gonna be what?
Shasti,
Yeah, but what
he's
did you
almost
say?
at 50. Look, he's already at 42 gold.
Oh yeah,
round
yeah.
11.
He has a lot of gold. That is very true. Nice catch, Sasan.
Thank you.
With a blink dagger, he got a blink dagger on this item round, but he's not equipping it yet.
Why do you go blink?
Cause you wanna. He put it on the Venom. It's good because you relocate on heroes. You have the impact, the surprise factor. You know. You teleport to enemy farthest away from equipped hero and gain 50 mana. So you do the 50 mana
Okay,
is
well, he
nice.
teleported next to the bounty hunter and just died.
Yeah,
So
yeah. You're just getting
that's
wiped.
that's a bit of a failure.
Oh, but can he do it? He has 2 levels too, and Trent heals a lot. Look at it. He press heals, and oh, it's just not enough. He just dies. Let's see how my boy's Vampire is doing. Not so bad. Having in mind he's playing with really high lords here, he's doing pretty decently. Obviously, for the format that we have, you do want to be the first one in here. So far it's Edusito, but Kuyan Buyan also doing pretty hot. Bungun staying on the top. He's early Bloodseeker level 2. He got another Helm of the Undying. That's very surprising, very strong. The Wind Ranger level 2. He's going to Wind Rangers.
It looks like he's going elusive strategy.
See what chat
He already
says.
has... Okay, well, that was
Bronx
my
on
idea.
chat says there are some scrappies and mages, of course. Bungun will lose if he doesn't find the right heroes or the right items like pipe. I would say if only one player playing knight, he will get this game. Okay, so chat is saying that if someone goes knights, they win. Knights used to be really strong some patches ago. I don't know if it's still that much of a strong alliance so far, but if chat says so, I believe in chat. They might be right. Let's hope someone gets knights and proves that chat is always right. I mean, always right. Tweet chat always right.
Yes, chat is always right.
Tweet chat always right. Like did you see the CM publicity for TI, for the bot TI?
Yes, I did.
She had like the poster saying carry is always right.
It's true.
True.
Carry is always right.
Offlaner is always right.
That's very true. I am always right.
Yes, yes. We see Edusito fighting Kuyan Buyan, the 2 people at the top fighting so far. You have the Dragon Knight, the Shadow Shaman. See what alliance is he doing. He has dragons.
Interesting. Well, Edusito went the humans count as heartless, and he has no humans right now.
Interesting. Why would he do that?
I have no idea.
We see a lot of
Maybe planning on
hearts.
getting humans.
What do you think about these new cosmetics that they added, like the boxes and the
Dragon
hearts?
The cosmetics?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not used to it.
it's content for Underlords.
Free content. Yeah, it's very cool.
No, sir. 111 dash. I'm gonna make you hold to your comments according to the outcome of this game. We hope knights show up. Let's see here. Kuyan Buyan fighting our boy Svampur on chat. See what happens. Oh, the bounty hunter. Getting 4-staffed maybe? Yeah, the bounty hunter got 4-staffed by the draw, but she still dies. But it doesn't matter. Svampur was
is having
defeated.
kind of a hard game.
Yeah, well, he is surrounded by high lords. It is very hard to play against this level of underlords.
Well, he went Embarrassment of Riches and Smuggler. I feel like usually you get one of the two. You think it's
Saying
worth
he
getting
was
both?
too greedy.
I think it's kind of greedy. I mean, you're missing out on an item, basically.
He's missing out on 3 items. He went Fall from
It
Grace,
helps
Embarrassment
late
of the
game, but
Riches.
early game you're going to suffer.
See a little bit what everyone else is doing. Pinty sticking to our strat. This is the build that we go. As you see, he's going Razor and Morphling, as we discussed, and he's going to try to get an Arc Warden. I don't know if he's doing this because he thinks it's really strong right now, or because as a way of showing me that he can win with the build that he taught me. But not much to see here. It's the round 15. They're fighting.
Look at Shasti, level 3 Treant. Oh, okay. Well, there was a level 3 Treant. Shasti's going a couple Druids, which is nice.
But he's
unfortunately,
losing.
didn't work out. But
he lost against the neutral with Pepe hands.
Feels bad, man. He tried. He went Druids a little bit.
Druids? I do like Druids.
It.
He has two level 2 Druids, which means with the Alliance there will be level 3 Druids during the fights. At least one of them.
Yeah. I think a lone Druid would be pretty nice.
Oh, Pinty getting the CM level 2.
For a while.
Yeah, I don't know if you can stick to Druids later on.
I think you get 2.
Yeah.
I think you try and get a lower one to level 3, and then you just keep maybe like a lone Druid at level 2, maybe.
Chat is saying Pinty took 2 blood contracts, but the heroes are wrong to use it. You need AoE, DPS dealer like Luna or DK. I think he's waiting for Arc Warden. Yeah, I agree, Dash. He's absolutely waiting for Arc Warden. That is what you do with this build.
Now, does the damage only go to right click, or does it count for spell damage too? I'm assuming it's just right click.
Maybe Chad knows. I'm just reading chat.
Chat.
How good says Trump. Let me remind you that you can use your Twitch Prime on me to get some cool emotes, chat.
Okay.
Like this one.
Shameless. Actually shameless. That's okay.
Korean absolutely destroying. Apparently, our tournament has been criticized for being too dependent on luck on a good roll, which is true. The format is limited in that way, but there is still some skill required. This is why the high lords are standing out. You need to have your knowledge about the game. It's not just luck. But we will improve the format for Season 2. That's for sure.
That's true. Multi-bracket system.
Multi-bracket system.
Will be very cool.
Hopefully we will count with bots helping us this time. Because I would recognize, it was kind of like a mess. Dealing with all the players personally. Inviting everyone, sending the DMs. So hopefully Season 2 is going to be way easier for us, way easier for you guys. We're sorry if it was a bit complicated, but we're still figuring stuff out. Hope you can still enjoy the tournament. I know I am, with San here, right?
I am. Yes.
I am. Nice. That's all that matters. And look at this, Shotzi standing out between all the lords. He doesn't care. He goes with his druids, he's confident, and it seems to be paying off right now.
Yeah, I like the druid build, honestly. I think it's a little underrated.
Kuyan Buyan fighting Pinty here. See if Pinty can do it. Oh, actually beating the highest rank. Oh no, it's gonna be very close, Hasan. Look at this.
Oh
Very
my
close.
god. No, I think okay, yeah.
Oh, the Viper
That
just
another toxin just won him that round.
barely destroys Kuyan Buyan, and I think this is the power spike that we were talking about with this build. This is my personally favorite build on Underlords right now. It does take time to get online, but once you get these level 2 heroes, you get a very strong power spike, and you catapult yourself to the highest positions in the game. Is it gonna be enough to get rank 1 here? I'm not sure. So far, Kuyan Buyan looks really strong with 87 life, 55 gold, just accumulating the interests right now. Let's see how's the goal.
Chassis's dragon build. I love dragons.
Dragons are very strong. That is true.
Okay,
Yeah, this is what everyone's
they kind of let him down. Oh, actually, that was pretty close. He almost won.
Almost, but you don't win with almost, son. You need to actually win.
Okay, that's true. He'll be in a very good spot if he can just get one more Morphling or one more
Yeah,
top.
just hit one more. Forehead.
Just get one more. Just one more.
See. I do like this is an interesting positioning. He puts a couple of strong heroes. Oh, I guess he's putting the levels 1 last. The tanks ahead. Drone sniper in the middle. Jag on the side.
You know, Edusito was doing pretty good at first, and now he's almost last.
Yeah. Yeah,
Is that the build, or is it his...
went for the early spike.
Ambition?
Power spike. He does have 6 knights now. And Chad did say that person getting knights would win. But I don't know what's going on, Chad. Maybe Chad was wrong. Oh, but he's...
Chad cannot be wrong.
It is strong enough to beat the bears. And let's see if they get
He
some...
beat the neutrals, Pog.
Pog the neutrals. Let's hope he gets some cool items right now. So this is how everyone's going. Oh, Shotzi is going savage. That's very interesting. And he got the 4 druids. Shotzi. Svampur
Oh, nice.
going with the scrappies and the heartless. Let's see. Kuyan Buyan. A little bit of everything.
I'm not a huge fan of that Octarine essence for Svampur. I don't think that's...
Oh, look at this.
Just me, but I didn't really think that was a good item.
What item do you think is not good?
Octarine essence. I'm not a huge fan of that.
I think it's a new... who got the Octarine Essence?
Svampur, he has 2 of them.
Oh, oh yeah, I'm not sure about it. Reducing ability cooldowns does seem strong, but
I don't think they have the mana. They don't get mana fast enough to use it every... I don't know. Maybe with the Seam they do.
Chat says people can still come back from the bottom, so it's fine. I don't know, Chad. 2 people are going Knight 6 and they are last. So maybe Chad, so bait. No, but they are really high lords, so they know what they're doing, so they might come back into the game. You never know.
That's nothing. Everything could happen. Everything's possible.
And look at our lower ranks, boys. Still hanging to the game, not giving up as I like it.
Chassis's doing pretty good actually, compared to some of the other lords.
Yeah. Well, he did go Furion.
Druid strat?
He did go Furion, which is very strong.
Right.
Very strong hero.
He's basically a dragon.
I don't want to like too fan of Furion, but I would say it's objectively the best unit in the game. Like whoever gets it wins. That's what I would say.
Yes, that's very objective. Oh, Kuyan actually already has Doom. Is that one of the first 4 costing units? I haven't seen a lot right now.
Let's see how Bungum is doing.
Oh, he had Lungered, that's right.
I don't wanna leave anyone outside of our analysis. You know, I wanna be on top of everything that's going on here?
Since '96, win streak.
Win streak, Pog.
What is he going for?
Rank
Scrappy.
400. Scrappy, Pepe laugh. I don't know, man. They seem to be strong right now. The alt. I understand how, like the mechanical timber and clockwork can be scrappy, timber, tinker, clock. But how is Arch, the big ogre, scrappy? I guess the guy on top, the alchemist, is actually the scrappy guy, right?
Yeah, I guess. How's Bounty Hunter scrappy?
Bounty hunter.
That's a question only Gaben can answer.
Now that's the real question. You think they were like, we need someone else on Scrappy. How about Bounty Hunter? Yeah, sure, why not? Just add him.
Classic Gaben.
Gaben never makes mistakes though.
Crap.
He's very, very smart. That's why he's a billionaire. And you're not, son. So don't question Papa Gaben.
That's too real.
Kuyambuyan is still on top. And I don't know, man. It doesn't seem someone can reduce this difference from Kuyambuyan. He's just sitting on top, collecting gold, not caring about the blebs.
Now, Tranquil Boots have been pretty good recently. They buffed them. Used to be 16 health regen, now it's 25.
Oh, look at the
It seems
sound
like
with
you
the
mostly
knowledge.
get it for the health regen and not the move speed, right?
I guess. Pinty told me they weren't that good, but he's not doing that hot either, so maybe I'm gonna question his knowledge on the game after this. We're gonna have a talk. He's gonna join us to cast the next series and the finals if he loses, which at this point it seems that he is. Oh, but he won though, Pog. Oh no, it's Vampire is losing. My mods thinks I'm view voting. No, sir, I'm hosting a tournament.
Yes, of course you're W voting.
My own mods
Kuyan gonna
trusting
lose?
me. What?
Kuyan might be losing. To
Kuyan?
Shasi. Oh my god.
Oh!
Shasi did it.
Oh! The underdog did it!
Druid haters so big.
The actual underdog did it. And will Shasti win the tournament? We don't know.
Okay, let's not jump to conclusion.
He
One
might.
round, but...
He just beat the number one. You know, in boxing, when you beat the guy with the title, you become the guy with the title. You know that?
What? Okay, stop being Pepeg, please. I don't
If you
know
beat
what
the
that means.
champion, you become the champion, son.
Yes, that is what happens when you win.
You win one series, Underlords, you win the tournament. That's how it happens.
Yes, that is usually what
I don't know.
happens.
Kuyan still looks really strong. Let's see how he does against neutral creeps, though. This is the real
Now,
test.
these birds are so hard to kill after they
Dude,
give them that
I
evasion.
know. I don't know what's going on. Look at this.
Oh my god.
Will he beat
Yeah,
the
this is when you need
birds?
spell damage.
Oh, the Doom.
I think everybody's beating them, right?
He's doing it.
Nice.
Nice. Oh no, Svampur about to be eliminated from the tournament.
I believe in him.
We believe, sir. Maybe the two Octarine Essence were a mistake,
Well,
but
he has... If he gets one more puck, he has level 3 puck. I feel like he...
oh, he's
trying to
committing all
force
on
himself
puck.
to try
He's
and
going
get that
full
puck.
puck. Let's
Or
see
even one more Lena,
Edusito.
actually.
Edusito also in risk of being eliminated. Can beat the neutrals. Pepe Hands. See how Grimjoe is doing. Grimjoe at the bottom too, but still not as bad as Edusito and Svampur, about to be eliminated from the tournament. Let's root for them to hang in there.
I think if Svampur gets one Lena and a puck, like for next round, I think he's in a very good position.
Let's go, Svampur. You can do it. We believe in you.
Oh, and one, he's so close to everything. One clockwork, one Lena, one puck.
Oh, he got
He
it!
did it.
He got the puck level 3, Pog.
Wow.
Pog champ. Is this the hero that he needed to become the person on top? We don't know.
Yes,
Yes.
it is. I can tell you right now it is.
He's going from 6 life to winning the tournament right now.
Although I'm not a huge fan of
Oh, but he's
Bottle,
fighting the guy.
honestly.
Oh no. He's fighting the big boy.
Oh no.
Oh no no no.
Pepe left. He doesn't know.
Oh, he's beating it
Actually,
actually.
he's doing pretty good.
Oh, he's doing. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, it was close.
Yeah, Kappa.
It was close.
That's
Actually, he
Vampur.
probably if he killed like one
Is
more of
the
those units, I
first
think he was.
person eliminated from the tournament. Keys in chat. We're really sorry, Swampur. We're
Thank
glad
you.
that you participated. Let me give you this as a consolation prize on chat. I'm gonna beep you on my chat at least. There you go. At least you're VIP now, sir. If that
Why do you say VIP? It's VIP.
VIP, I'm sorry. You know who's not a VIP in
Echelon.
my chat?
Peruvian.
You, Sasan. You're rude.
Okay, toxic.
That's
Okay,
it.
he was so close.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
Lena and one Clockwork for that round, he would have won, guaranteed.
Let's keep watching the big
Okay.
dogs now. Edusito.
Yes!
Oh,
Unlimited power!
Swampur using Twitch Prime.
Unlimited power, you
Talk.
fuck!
Wow.
Sub. Thank you, sir. You might not be #1 on the tournament, but you are #1 on my heart and in chat. Hello, Gachi Protector, showing up on my chat. One of my strongest mods. Yeah, it was a Star. That was a Star Wars GIF with Bulldog's place on behind it.
Edusito eliminated.
Oh no, Edusito! Oh, the last person joining.
Alright, Kuyan is like
The second
actually
one
too good.
eliminated.
Actually too good.
Yeah, this guy is
What is
amazing.
this?
He should be rank 1, honestly.
What is
Not
this? Bracers of
1,000.
Desperation. Wow.
Let's see. This is the winning strat of all time. Let's see if he can. If he wins this, let's see if he.
Yes!
Oh,
Unlimited power!
Grease talk.
Unlimited
God.
power, you fuck!
Thank
He's
you
just
for the
leveling up all
sub,
his units.
sir. Appreciate the Twitch primes.
Kuyan is very close to having a level 3 Drow and level 3 Pudge. And he already has 2 level 3 units.
That's a Monka Giga, sir.
It is.
Right now, only 6
He
people
might
in lobby.
be losing. Oh no.
Yan.
That level 3 Jug is just too tanky.
This guy is
How do you
just too
kill that?
strong, look, dude. He only lost 26 life, and since that, he's been undefeated. Looks
How do you
like
kill
he's unstoppable.
2400 HP with 20. What is that? 25 armor. It's insane. How do you? Or no, that's
Oh, my
defensive
boy
level
PT
9.
now
Whoops.
second though. Look at this. He's going the build I taught him, Kappa. He's doing it. He climbed from the second place at the bottom to the second place top, but he did use all his gold. Meanwhile, Kuyan saving to humble 12 gold, 10 gold now. Would that power spike that Pinty got be enough to beat Kuyan? I don't know. Do you know, Sasan? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Nobody
don't- All I
knows.
do know is that
Shosti about to get eliminated. Let's see. This is your druid boy, Sasan. This is the guy you were rooting for with the druid strat. See if he's good enough to survive. The power
He's
of
winning.
Kuyan Buyan. Yeah, Kappa.
he is winning.
Yeah. Oh no.
He won.
Yeah. He lost.
He basically won. He basically won.
He won in our hearts. Let's give it that.
Yes.
And with
How
that,
does a 5400 HP
Shosti
Lycan
and
die?
Sense
Doesn't happen.
eliminated from the tournament. Thanks for participating, boys. We are happy to have you. And Boongum, at risk of being eliminated here, he got a Slark with a Moonshot. That's very Monka-esque. A level 3 Slark and a level 3 PA with Daedalus. This guy is very strong. He just
Everybody's
used...
so close to level 3 units, they just don't have enough money to roll.
Who?
We have Bungum, almost Terrorblade, Pinty is close to level 3 Morphling, and Puck, and Cop. Maybe after this round we'll see some more level 3 units.
Yeah. They can't get eliminated now. They're fighting creeps. Okay,
Unless they lose to the creeps. They didn't. Nice.
okay. The guy at first eliminated the creeps. And Pinty's doing it. Pinty also beat the creeps. Grimjo, I think he did.
Wow.
Let's assume they did. They all beat the creeps. After all, they're all high mortals. They're very good players.
Is it worth getting Dawning of Verstool like Pinty got? I feel like that's good if you see someone going in Warlocks, but not a lot of... Oh, I mean, there's a Necro, I guess. Not a lot of heroes heal, really.
You mean
Right.
Io?
Is it worth sacrificing an item to get that?
Oh, thanks for the raid, Roar Face Low. Also known as Crippling Depression.
Crippling depression.
On my chat right now. Pepeg says the egg, that is very true. Dash says this guy has Viper 3 already. Yep, yeah he does. Viper 3 is very naughty. I like to get Viper 3 and put like a Vanguard on him, and that makes him actually unkillable. He got unkillable build. And now Rimjo fighting Pinty to stay in the game, doing his best. It's pretty even. Both have very strong units, but Pinty build is just too strong, I feel. This is the build I taught him after all. He personally learned this build from me, if you know. And yeah,
Kappa.
Bungum eliminated from the tournament.
I don't think is he? I don't think oh,
Oh.
no he's not.
Oh no, he won. My bad.
He did. Actually beating number 1.
He did beat number 1. This is the first round in some time that Kuyan drops a series. He was 74 life. Maybe his power spike, his time of glory has ended, perhaps.
Perhaps.
And the
Mayhaps.
underdogs are coming for him.
Let's see.
He's like Monka H.
Bungum has a tree. He has a druid. He wins. Wow.
Let's watch a little bit of both. Oh, thanks for the follow, sir. Oh no, Bungum! No,
Okay.
Bungum! Oh, I think that's it.
That's definitely. Oh, is it? Is that 8 HP? There's only 2 units alive.
Oh,
right?
Bungum eliminated from the tournament.
Just
Thanks for
2 HP
participating,
left.
though. A really good player. Rank 178 Lord. He got eliminated
Giga,
by these
Pinty
two
versus Kuyan.
strong underdogs. Rank 600, rank 1600. Both Pinty with the build. It's gonna be a head-to-head race now. Who are you
Pinty
rooting
has
for?
more level 3 units, but
Yes.
Kuyan has more units overall.
So,
So
who are you rooting for?
let's see. I kind of want Pinty to win because he's the underdog,
Yeah, and this tournament is all about
and
the
I like
underdogs.
mage build.
But you have to pick Kuya,
not-
because Pinty is officially my boy, and I'm rooting for him. We
Okay,
want-
then I want Kuyan to win.
Okay, yeah. So we're both split. Oh! Is Pinty strong enough to beat the number 1 guy? I don't
That
know.
Pudge is so tanky.
Oh, the Pudge!
500 HP.
But the puck is doing it.
I don't know how you kill that.
Oh, the Eidolon! Oh no, the Eidolon alone was not strong enough. And Pinty's gonna lose some health after this.
Maybe if
He's
he had
out
that
of
level
gold.
3 Morphling, yeah, that could have helped. Or level 2 Orc.
Yeah, he's trying to get the level 3 Morphling, but I don't know, man. Yeah, Chad is saying that Doom is really strong.
Ooh, Sniper
Yeah, I got
Scotty.
you, Protector. We can play Dota after the tournament at night. Maybe second stream.
Oh, can I play?
Yeah, you can play. Couple.
Wow, very cool. Don't cap it, dude. You'll regret that.
Let's see. Do you think
Do
you
you
can?
put Scotty on Sniper? That's interesting. Because you want the slow, but the health he doesn't really need.
He did put the Scotty on
I
sniper.
don't know. I don't know.
Oh, the sniper is just killing everyone. It looks like my sniper.
The Viper.
Oh, but the Viper, the level 3 Viper.
Viper is just so good. What is that damage? How much is that?
Osfrog, maybe?
350 damage. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Yeah,
sir.
Gaben doesn't decide about how long it affects the unit, but it's okay.
Look at all the damage this Viper did. It's actually insane.
The Viper does so
Look
much
at, dude,
damage.
look at the damage.
I'm looking.
13,000. And now they're fighting the dragon, the black dragon
Okay,
of hell.
how do you beat a dragon? How do
You
you,
do
beat
not.
a dragon?
You do not. Or do you?
With more dragons.
Oh,
He has more
true.
dragons.
He does have more
He has
dragons.
2 dragons versus
He
1 dragon.
just kills the dragon. Just like that. Both killed the dragon. Well, Viper is
I don't
kind of
know
like
if
a
Kuya
dragon.
killed it, but
Viper is kind of like
yeah.
a dragon.
Viper is a dragon, right?
Yes.
According to Gaben. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. I don't know how Kuyan beat him because he didn't have any dragons. I guess like Pudge is kind of a dragon.
Who is kind of like a dragon? Patch?
Yeah. Yes.
How is Patch a dragon, sir?
He probably weighs the same as a dragon. I don't know.
Hmm. Yes. Yes, I see.
Sniper Moonshard. Wow.
Oh, that's a
Wow.
Monka Giga, sir. He removed the
414
Scatty,
damage.
though. The Scatty is
With a
not being used
Moonshard.
so far.
Yeah, but who do you put, Scott? I guess yeah, I would probably put that on your Disruptor, right? Because he's so yeah. Then he did it. Wow.
Wow, you could be a lord if you tried.
But if I just tried, I don't want to though. I'm retired. Okay, and Disruptor just.
Oh, look at this Viper, dude.
Fine.
With a big time contract.
How do you fight that Viper? Well, he doomed him, I guess.
I think the big time contract is just broken right now. They need to nerf this item.
I don't know how you fight that. 125%. I don't know if it's attack damage or spell
Yo.
damage. Gaben won't tell me.
Gabe, if you're watching our
won't-
stream,
he
you
won't
need to nerf this item. It's just too strong right now. And
That's right.
Korean
Luna is also
actually,
kind of a dragon.
Korean dropping life right now. He's using his goal. He's going for it. He knows he needs to. He went for the level up. He went full level up. He's 2 levels ahead of Pinty right now. But Pinty did tell me.
But PT just has too many level 3 units, I think.
Yes, yes. He did
And
tell me
those scrolls.
the scroll. Yeah, the scroll and the Viper. He did tell me that with this build, with this strat, you don't really. Oh, the silence on Viper. This might be what Koyan needs to beat. The naughty Viper. And the Viper is dead. And this might be it. Yeah, Koyan beats Pinty this round. I think it all comes down to if they can silence the Viper, because Disruptor is really good against this build, this strat that Pinty is going for.
PT just needs one more Arc Warden, and he's in such a better position. Arc Warden just dies too fast right now.
And there it is. He got it.
There it is. Yeah, I think Sniper is his main damage source. He has to keep Sniper safe.
But Pinty has
That's
two.
all of his damage.
His life is too low right now. He has no space for any mistakes. Like you lose one round and you're out at this point. Probably. So if he wants to win, he must at least win these next 2 rounds to get to the items.
You kind of want to see them get to items next round, so I'm
Oh,
hoping
the silence from
PT can
Disruptor.
survive.
This might be it. This might be the
Oh,
round.
and that's it.
Or Kuyan beats
And,
Pinty.
I don't know, Kuyan's just too strong.
Oh, is this it? Good
That's it.
game, says Pinty, and that we have
That was
our first
so close.
finalist, Huyan Buyan. Oh, we still need to see how the other brackets went. But yeah, let me just
Wow.
screenshot this really fast. Huyan Buyan takes Series 2. Let's just leave this lobby.
It was a very cool game.
Oh, I have a lot of DMs right now.
Okay, I got
Okay.
one from Sherazad. It looked like Respect My Team got first.
Okay.
He
let me
beat a
just-
Lord.
Pog. I'm gonna set up the finalists right now. Let's see who won each
That's in
series.
Russian. I can't read Russian, but I'm assuming that means
Russian
place.
won series 3, right?
Respect My Team was sent by Sherazad. I don't know.
Let's see who
let me
won
check what
Series
bracket
1.
Sherazad is in.
We're gonna start setting up the lobbies for the next. Sorry for everyone that's private messaging me right now. I cannot check the lobbies.
Uzbekistan. Wow, very cool.
I can. I'm trying to see who won everyone.
Conditions of that should be
Respect my team.
important
Won.
links, announcements, state of affairs. We have basically all the information of the tournament and everything under announcements. Announcements, brackets, important links, state of affairs. I should have everything. If there's anything else that you don't know, just DM one of us.
Haha. Stop jumping between people. Okay, I will for next game. First series finished. Yeah, whoever didn't win their first game can leave. You guys are eliminated. Only the winners make it to the next round. I'm sorry for this format.
Pepe hands. But next season, it'll be multi-bracket.
Yeah, next
It
season.
will be. Just wait till next season.
Let's see. Any insight on that amazing game that we just watched, Sasan? Well,
Don't go
I'll
Druids.
find
Don't go
the.
Druids.
Don't go Druids. You saying the
Yes.
Druids were the problem?
Yes, you didn't have enough. Also, get dragons.
Activate your windows. Yeah, I will. Kappa. Let's see here. Can you guys add me the winners of series?
Yeah, respect my
four.
team one.
Yeah, but I don't know what's his name on the series.
Oh, Sherzad. I'll send you the picture. I put it in our group message.
I'm not checking the DMs right now. Okay, Calamity won Series 1, it seems.
Oh no, it was the Russian guy. Okay, I see. Very cool. Now let's make sure series 5 through 8 have everybody.
Yeah, can you start DMing the first person on Series 5 to 8 now and ask them to create
Yeah.
lobbies?
You'll probably just DM them.
Okay,
how
yeah,
many it is.
yeah, I'm checking at DMs right now. Sherzod won.
No, I thought it was that Russian dude. Right.
No, that's Series 3.
Oh, I see.
And Calamity won Series 1, it seems. I need some patience now, boys. Everyone, we are putting the winners on the grand finals, and we are about to start the Series 5 to 8 now. Let me just check DMs real fast. Tips. Thank you. Thank you all the people that sending me the results. Tommy's asking me to play Dota. He sent me a DM. Okay. Let's see. We got all the finalists. Okay. We're gonna start with creating the next lobbies for the Series 5 to 8 right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Tread
leave.
bucket is offline, so we may have to.
Yeah, can you see who's missing? Let me just leave this. Let's create a new one. This should be hidden, correct? Okay, I'm gonna put myself as a spectator. This is gonna be Series 5. Copy party code. I'm gonna start messaging people from Series 5.
Okay, series. It looks like. Okay, I messaged people. Let's see. Series 5 and Series 8 are having already told the people to invite everybody. I haven't heard back from Tread Bucket or Alien Mana Banana.
I'm gonna DM Manoiju. Let me just put some background music while I'll do this.
Okay, Tread Bucket may not be on. We have to find a replacement. You want to message someone to replace Tread Bucket?
Can you do it? I'm still setting up
Okay.
some
I'll
stuff with
do
the
it.
stream.
On the face.
We'll be right back with the next series. Okay, so Sun is working on getting people. I'm gonna move my boy Pinty, who lost last game, into the lobby to cast this game with me. Let me see, move to stream. Hello, hello, Pinty. Can you listen to me, Pinty? Oh, it seems like I'm muted. No, let's see. Oh, okay, okay. I had Discord muted, sorry. I can hear you now.
Yo.
Yeah, what's up? We're casting Series 7 right now. You can watch with a little
Yeah, I'm
delay
here.
from my stream.
I've got one of the players on my friends. I'm spectating right now.
You were very close to win your game, Pinty. Unfortunately, the guy that was really strong, was not that much you could do.
No, I know.
I like the
He
fact
was-
that you were going for our strat, though. Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. Now, he was really strong really early, so he just got into the late game with high health. I mean, if he had lower health there was a couple of rounds where I got a few rounds in on him because he sort of mispositioned, and that would have won me the game if he hadn't rolled so well early. It's just part of the.
It was very, very close, though.
It was close, yeah.
Okay, the stream volume is working. I just wanted to
It was a
check.
good game though.
People are asking about Bulldog. No, Bulldog's not playing. I invited Bulldog to play this tournament like a month ago, and I even offered him to start at when we were starting to set up the schedule for the tournament. One of the possibility was to have only 7 lobbies and just have Bulldog on the finals as the last person standing. Like, it's gonna be like really good for publicity, I think. But he said 17th of August during TI, what the fuck? And he said that maybe he would play and maybe not. And he didn't sound that interested, so I didn't want to be annoying or pressure. But he did give a shout out today, which I really appreciate. If he's listening. So yeah, how do you see this game, Pinty? 2 really high lords, and then average ranks. Any predictions?
Personally, I mean, it's the obvious choice to go for the top 2 here, right?
Yes.
But I think I haven't played much with Explain. I know he's a good player, but I've played a fair bit with Suzuki, and he's really, really good. So that's who I'm rooting for personally.
Don't you think luck is a really big issue in Underlords, and that one of these guys on the bottom with lower ranks can win this game?
With those, probably not. I
No?
would say they will misplay enough that it won't matter
Okay.
based on the rank difference. I think they won't play an optimal enough game that it will matter looking at
Okay.
their ranks.
So you think these guys should prevail above the rest, no matter if they don't get so lucky as the rest?
In theory, yeah, unless they get terrible luck. I mean, one of them should make it, in my opinion.
Okay. Because we saw
I don't see them dropping to a Big Boss 1. Or
we
lower.
have a
They're
not
good players.
such high rank on the finals already. One of the guys, we have some lords at the finals already, but I think we have a lower rank in the finals, which means that with enough luck, maybe a lower rank can beat a lord also. It's just the nature of
It's
the game.
possible if they play well, right? I mean, they could be better than their rank suggests. They might just not have the time to grind the rank up and stuff. They could be a
Yes.
solid player. So you can't base everything off of the rank. But if
Like
they
it's
are,
my case, right?
Oh yeah, sure. Why not? We'll say that.
Okay.
But but if they're they're genuinely like stuck at that rank, then I don't see them beating these players because they are very talented players.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. 1 second. Yeah, the guys from the other series, if you are waiting long enough and people on the waiting list is not joining, and you don't want to wait so much, people missing and not showing up. The tournament was supposed to start a few hours ago, and they were supposed to be here. So if there are people missing still, and there are not people joining from the waiting list, you can't start your series. You just go ahead and start them with 6 or 7 players. Yeah, chat is saying that maybe some of them are on Smurf accounts. Pinty, do you think that's possible? Well, I mean, why wouldn't you want to
Yeah.
use your main account on this tournament?
Honestly, I don't know, but you'd be surprised. When during the We Play tournament, there were tons of players on Smurfs. It is quite a common thing in tournaments. I don't know if it's like a mind game thing, but you do see it a fair bit. So there is a chance someone in here is Smurfing, but
So you think
there's no real way of
you
knowing.
saying that like they wanna be the underdogs and be underestimated and then show up and beat
Exactly.
everyone?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why people do it personally, but some people do. That is entirely.
I do appreciate the fact that you went for the build that I taught you the other day with the Morphing and the Viper.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that you taught me. Let's be honest. What did you do? Did you force that build because you knew I was watching, or did you just think it was good enough to go for it on that game?
Well, initially I wanted to go Brawny. I got 2 early big-time contracts, and I got an early Beastmaster, and it all looked good. And then by round 10, I had hit no other Brawny unit except like I think 2 Axe ones, and I was just I benched a lot of the Primordial Mage build because I just started rolling it, and I just thought to myself, it's relatively open. There was one guy playing mages, but he was leaning towards Scrappy, so it was basically open and free. And when that like high tier build is completely open, uncontested, you're stupid to not play it, even if you have items to the other build.
So
And
you
obviously wasn't
were
rolling any Brawnies.
you were initially going for another build, but since you were not getting it, and that build was open, you just went ahead.
Okay,
and
all
went for
series
it.
are started.
Thank you so much,
There
Hassan.
are some empty spots, but I contacted everybody on the wait list. Did everything I could.
Pinty, this is Hassan. He's organizing the tournament with me. He's helping me. Hassan, this is Pinty. This is the guy that was second last game. Really close.
Druid? No, this was Dragon. He was Dragon Man.
No, he was.
Dragon. Yes, I did have 2 dragons that game.
He did have a Viper, very strong.
I don't know how you didn't win with dragons, dude. What the hell?
Yeah. So what do we think about this series that we're watching right now? We're watching Series 7 with 2 Lords, 100. Not doing that hot either. Surprisingly enough, Sichu is last. He lost the 4th game. But we discussed that
he's blue streaking at this point, most likely.
you wanna
Rounds.
get loses at the beginning for the free rolls, right? So maybe that's what he's doing.
It's not necessarily ideal, but it's like second best to win streaking, I'd say. Like if you can just 100% win streak all the way through, it's better than losing. But I mean, he's lose streaking right now. He's getting bonus gold. He's getting free rerolls to fish for more units. He's going to power spike.
Chat.
It's not ideal, but he's making the best of a bad start.
Okay, Chad did ask me to not switch between players so much, so we're just gonna stick with the highest rank that is doing the best this game. Let's hope that's good enough. I don't know if you guys agree with that. So I'm just gonna stick with explain, and we can tab from time to time to see what the rest is doing.
So at the moment,
Actually,
we've
listening to chat feels rude, man.
got true, dude, true.
Well, Chad is always right.
I'm gonna go pee, but I feel like chat doesn't want to hear me pee like you do. So I'm gonna.
Whoa.
Chad wants me to go for to see what the guy on the bottom, the High Lord in the bottom is doing. It'd be interesting to see what do you do if you're a really good player but you start losing everything. How does he recover from that? I don't know, Pinty, what do you think? Who should we stick with this game?
Honestly, it's up to you. There's a lot of good boards to watch here. I mean, there's people with really pretty strong early units. I mean, the top guy has a Beastmaster 2 already. You know, he's definitely rolling into Brawny. You've got a guy with a Lycan 2. I mean, these are quite scary looking boards for pre-round 10. Anything could be fun to watch.
What do you think about your boy Explain? Bad Rider level 2, Axe level 2 also. He's going Knights, it seems. Oh, he just sold Knights. Never mind. He switched to Scrappy.
Knights is heavily contested right now. I mean, there's 2 people going pretty hard into Knights. You don't want to be the 3rd Knight player. Scrappy is completely open, so it makes sense to go Scrappy in this game. I mean, he's rolled a couple of them early. The main problem with Scrappy is getting the units early. I mean, like super early, that is. You know, mid game is where they all start popping up in the shop, and because a lot of them are 3. Yeah, a lot of them are 3 costs, so it's kind of hard to get online. But once you get to like Tinker 3, you just obliterate people. If he can get to that stage, he'll do quite well.
Tinker 3, you say, is really strong?
Oh yeah, it's like the win condition for scrappy builds usually. I mean, scrappy mages at least. If he's going a different build, like maybe scrappy assassins, it's more about the assassins themselves than the scrappy.
Hmm.
I mean, they all help.
See what the guy at the top is doing, though. He's going brownies. Um, Scaled. What do you think about scaled? I think you told me that they weren't that good last patch, but I think they can be good.
I mean, scaled, like you weren't really building it
It's just
sort
like
of
an
for the
added.
units themselves. You were building it for the buff. You were building it to counter mage comps in late game. In old metas, you were sort of pairing them off with the one scaled in your comp just so you'd have that extra bit of defense against mage comps and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But in this current meta, there's a few comps like the one the guy at the top is playing right now. There's a few comps that do incorporate two scaled, like Slardar and Tidehunter, into warrior comps, and it's pretty strong because there's quite a few mage or magic damage builds, should we say, in the meta at the moment. So it's quite a useful thing to have.
So is it worth getting alliances at all? Because when this game first came out, or even when you go back to auto chess, alliances weren't even something you picked necessarily. You got just the units. So are alliances really more important than the unit itself?
Alliances are definitely important in this game, 100%.
Alliance, Pog. Someone in chat is asking for you, Pinty. Do you think going early 6 scrappy and add warlocks might be worth? Now when snipers is scrappy and it's easier.
1 second, let me just open your chat.
Yeah. Not in my chat. Ask him.
Listen, I shut the stream when I joined.
Never shut down the stream. How are you
Never
watching
shut
the?
down
How are you watching the
I'm
games then?
spectating. I'm
Oh,
spectating. I've
okay.
got a friend in the game.
Oh, I see. You have friends.
Pepe hands. I've
Pep-
had friends.
Pepe hands. Imagine having friends, Hassan.
Right, could you read what that guy said to me again? Sorry, it's not. in my
Yeah.
chat.
Do you think going early 6 scrappy and add warlocks might be worth? Now when sniper is scrappy and it's easier.
Early 6 scrappy. There are builds running 6 scrappy now. Yeah, I mean there was a Shadow Fiend variant I saw in ladder the other day. It's pretty terrifying. Like he ran 6 scrappy and then the warlock pair, the Shadow Fiend. It was a Shadow Fiend 3, and it was just destroying my team. He ended up getting knocked, but it was close. Like he was beating every board but one, and he had low health and lost. Just the way the game goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely something to keep an eye on. I think Scrappy is a lot better this patch because of the sniper being made Scrappy. It's a lot more available now, like especially early, because normally you'd have to push 8 or 9. I mean, 8 you'd have to high roll or 1% to find the techies to get 6, but now you can get it with the sniper instead. So you can get it at level 7 quite comfortably, even level 6 if you're lucky.
So what are some of the best alliances?
I mean, they're all good in their own way.
Well, I mean, I didn't see a lot of primordial alliances last game, honestly.
Right. Well, I mean, primordial. 4 primordials is good if you've got summoning stone. A lot of them it's sort of conditional. Like summoning stone buffs the eidolons that spawn and makes them pretty darn strong. Brawny is a good, really good alliance at the moment. They've done magic with that one. It's very strong. The health is pretty ridiculous, and it just endlessly scales. Right, there's no upper ceiling.
Yeah, that's what we saw
Right.
last game with those units with 5,000 HP.
Oh yeah, it gets worse than that, dude. Oh, I've seen 10k HP.
Osmija in chat is saying, yeah, I just won with 6 scrappy, 4 warlocks, 4 inventor, and Deadeye. Ran a sniper 3 with Mask of Madness that just picked off anything on low HP with Deadeye perk.
Yeah, that sounds like a good comp. Yeah.
What do you think about Sichu currently at the bottom with the Abaddon, Chaos Knight, Abad, Witch Doctor Draw, Omni? Seems like he's going Knights and...
Yeah, that's a pretty standard Knight build. He's just going sort of the default. He got 4 from Grace, so he's kind of committing to it, which I understand, because 4 from Grace is really strong with Knights.
And look
the
at this!
only issue is there's a guy hard forcing Knights at the bottom, and there's a guy with some Knights at the top. So his units are getting griefed pretty hard. I don't like his odds in this game, personally. He's pretty...
Look at this. The guy with the Fury on level 3. Oh well, he lost. Someone had a Furion and he was winning, which is really amazing. Here, I do like the Enchantress Furion early on. The Druids can be very strong early, but they do fell off kinda after. You don't see that much Druids late game, do you?
It depends. You usually don't really run druids late. The exception being lone druid is strong pretty much at all stages of the game, especially with braces or refresher orb, especially braces. And you probably wouldn't be running 4 druids late. At best, you'd be running 2, and only in specific.
Yes. Give me 1 second.
We've got some interesting builds going on here. This guy playing Night Hunter Brawny.
That does seem a little bit strange to me.
Bit of a mishmash, yeah.
Now, there's some items I still don't quite know if it's worth getting them over other items. Like Force Staff is still an item I'm kind of mixed about. Is that worth over other options most of the time?
There's a lot of debate about this because you can't like directly sort of find a numerical value to its value to you, right? You can't quantify it that easily, but there are some people that pick it up and get decent use out of it. I think it has its uses, and there are situations where it's good, but I wouldn't pick it over any of the sort of higher tier items. Better items in that tier.
Yeah, because when I see it, I kind of imagine it as like it can be used as kind of like Pudge Hook to just get them out of position, but it's not always going to do that.
Exactly. I mean, I remember the rework made it a lot better. Old Force stuff, it used to do more harm than good half the time, so nobody really.
Yeah. I've been in plenty of positions like that.
Oh yeah. So looking, the other knight player at the bottom got a fall from grace as well, so he's a bit stronger, although they're both stuck on 5 knights, and for some reason he's running a Shadow Shaman 3 over a Witch Doctor. I don't understand that. I guess it's because
that it is an 8-second hex. I mean,
yeah, but Witch Doctor is like one of the most broken units in this game.
His stun is just so good.
It's ridiculous. Okay, so Zichi found the 6th knight. It's looking kind of okay for him, despite the fact that everybody's playing his build.
Well, it seems like we didn't see a lot of knights last game, but or at least in the series we were watching. But it seems more common in this.
I'm back. Sorry for that, boys. There was someone knocking at my door. It was Monka Giga. What do we got? Who's owning this game?
We've got a guy playing assassins, which you just don't see anymore. They're sort of really weak in the current meta.
But he's not doing much with it.
He's not like scrappy assassins. He's just like hard assassins. This man is committed.
Well, didn't they buff assassins? Especially like 9 assassins is pretty good. But...
They incorporated the old Pocket Sands Global into 9 assassins.
It's just so hard to get to 9 assassins. It just isn't. I don't know. It doesn't seem worth it to me.
I mean, this guy's probably going to reach 9 assassins this game. I don't think he's going to win with it, but he might get top 3. It depends how the others do.
I mean, when you're against Brawnies, like I feel like the damage output you have isn't. You don't kill them fast enough. I feel like because you're squishy. They have so much health. They probably do enough damage. I don't know.
Hang on, in chat, OS Media. I have Skadi on Luna. Does it apply debuff? No, just the first unit hit.
Okay, I haven't seen Medusa since the change. Does she still have attack modifiers in every attack?
She split shots, yeah, and it applies on hit effects on all of her, like the split shots as well. Yeah, so like Blightstone, for example, the -3 armor that spreads to the split shot targets as well. It's really, really good. Yeah. Any item on her is ridiculous, really.
And the 2 lords are starting
Medusa
to come back
from the bottom. I always grab Medusa. Oh, we already have someone about to fall off.
He's got an Aegis, so an Aegis, how do you want to pronounce it? So I mean, he's got a little bit of wiggle room, but it isn't looking too great. His econ is down. He's not really hitting any power spikes. He's got a Luna 1 with a mask. I mean, this board is not looking healthy.
I mean, if he gets one more Luna, I mean, Luna has big jumps from each level. I mean, she can seriously do a lot of damage, but
Yeah, but it's
he
getting on to
doesn't have
like
anything right now.
When
it's
would
getting on to
you?
round 21. He's not going to do great without a Luna 3 or a CK3. I mean, he's got nothing. He's not even close to a 3-star. His outs are just non-existent.
Well, he has
Maybe
that Shadow
DK.
Shaman, but I mean, you have the stun, and then he doesn't really do anything else.
He's playing sort of a disjointed build because he's not playing like the standard knight build. So he's only going to have 3 Heartless. He's got no Warlocks. I mean, this guy is going to most likely get knocked out soon, which opens up the game for the other knight players, at least.
When do you recommend
Because
getting
those
Aegis
are back in the pool.
between the items?
How many of each unit?
I don't think I ever.
I know in
picked
auto
Aegis.
chess auto chess was 15 units of each or something like that. Is this one? Is there actually a limit, or is it just less of a chance based on how many units?
I know there's a hard limit for the legendaries, and I think the tier 4s. I'm not entirely sure on the numbers though. I'd of the
Oh, I was.
tier
I
5s.
think. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you.
I was muted on Discord. I think I'm back now.
Oh
boys.
no, what a shame.
Okay, I was asking you the Aegis. When do you recommend getting Aegis, Pinty?
See, there's a lot of debate on the usefulness of this item. Most people are in agreement it's at least decent. I'd say it's sort of mid-tier. There are, there's the debate that it gets you like a couple placements higher in most games, because a lot of games are close now, down to the wire. So it can bump you up a few finishing spots, but at the same time, maybe an item instead of it could have made you win the game.
I see.
It feels like you're not playing to win if you take it, but at the same time, it's still better value than some other items in that sort of bracket. So I take it when over any tier 1 item usually. Maybe not gloves. It depends. It depends on how I'm feeling on the day or what comp I'm leaning
Explain
towards.
now getting on top of the players. He started losing, but now he's over there.
I mean, he's playing uncontested Scrappies right now. He's just going to get all of his... I mean, he's got 2 Tinker 2s. He's 2 off of Tinker 3 right now. He's in a really good position. He's win streaking. He's got 50 gold still. He's close to his outs, like big outs. He's in a really good position this game.
And
Because
Nilek's
number
about
one
to get
player-
eliminated. Very close.
Number 1 player has 2 Helms of the Undying. I feel like that's really good. That's what we saw from Cunha in our series, and he ended up winning. Like that item just seems way too good.
Yeah.
Pretty good for Brawny right now because it just gives him a chance to stack up a few extra kills. I mean, he's running 2 BM2s, which means when the BM3s, the kills get added from both of those into the BM3's kill total. So it's going to be pretty stacked.
Someone in chat is asking, does Ions of Skadi on Luna, for
I already
example,
answered the question.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
that item that is melee only and splash, does it work if put up, for example, on Terrorblade?
He loses the splash when he turns ranged, but he keeps the damage that it gives. As far as
Oh, yeah.
Someone already has Bloodseeker 3. Wow.
Moncaes? Where?
Oh yeah. Das, the all assassin guy.
he's got a mask on it. I'd prefer the Helm of the Undying personally, but he hasn't got one, so not much you can do about that.
But it's the classic build on Bloodseeker, Mask of Madness. You just go ham. They can't stop you, Pinty. He goes on the backlines and just stabs everyone.
If the Relax guy gets knocked out soon,
Never mind.
Suzichu is in a good position.
He gets bursted.
And Explain is in a really good spot. The guy at the top at the moment is in a really good spot. He's sort of nixing 2 builds, but
MS
not really.
Tite 111.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good. I mean, he's got Summoning Stone. That's why he's running the 4 Primordials. But he's also got Brawny going on, and he's rolled pretty decently into them. I'm interested to see what he'll transition to, or if he's going to force level ups to just run both. I don't know what his.
Isn't it bad to have 2 of the same unit? It's like, no, you don't get the bonus from them at the same time.
No, but it's still worth running both Beastmasters in this comp, 100%. Especially for the kill stacking for later.
So Beastmaster is strong right now, it seems.
Yeah, it's very strong. And, you know, in brawny builds, it's like one of the main carries. I mean, Juggernaut's now up there with the buff, but Beastmaster's the carry for.
Juggernaut got buffed in the recent patch, right?
Yeah, they changed it so that he now auto attacks during his spin. Because before his spin was kind of useless, right? You want it for the magic immunity, but the damage is negligible. But now he auto attacks it, and it's just ridiculously strong compared.
Just like in Dota. No, and those just left.
Oh,
He left the lobby. He knew he was at the bottom and just gave up with the Fury.
did he give up, or maybe, hopefully he just disconnected or something? Maybe he'll come back.
No, he's gone.
The High Lord
There he
looking
is.
really strong right now.
They're both looking strong, honestly. And if this mini lax guy gets knocked out, all those units go back in the pool. So Zichu's still got the goal to roll. So I mean, if he rolls after this guy's knocked out, they're all back in the pool.
Why is he
It's
not
looking
mass
very good for
rolling
him
right
too.
now, Pinty? He thinks he has a
Who?
chance to survive?
Who? Mini lax?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
feel
not
like
a
I would
grip
be
round.
panicking. He
He's
has
still got
80.
his Aegis.
Yeah.
Yeah. You 100% greed until your Aegis is done, and then it's the only way you have a chance in the game. I mean, this is the top one format, so you can't play, you know, to place. You need to play to win. So he has to just go for and pray he can build interest before the Aegis is gone. His build isn't weak at all. It's just because there's so many people playing knights, it's not ideal. But it's looking like the knight players are going to get knocked out, and then
They're
all
competing
of the
for the
knights
same
are going to go
units.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's really not good. They're all griefing each other. Like Scrappy player is completely uncontested. He's having a great time.
And he got the Tinker 3. That's what he
He
wanted.
did.
So why do you put Tinker so far ahead? Because you mean he's obviously not going to be the tank. But is it just because he has so much HP because he's level 3, or?
All right, let me open his board up. Let me see exactly how he's positioned. All right, you definitely frontline it. It has enough HP that it won't get completely bursted down, but you know how you generate mana when you take damage, right?
Yes.
If you hover over Tinker's ability, when it's level 3, the cooldown goes down to 0.5 seconds.
Oh my God! What?
Yeah, it's like a machine gun. So you
I
want
don't know,
it
is
casting
that-
rapidly. That's why you run a Crystal
see.
Maiden. You run all sorts of things. The tier 1 item, the Brooch, really good on Tinker 3 because he receives more mana from taking damage, and he has debuff resistance, which is always nice because it's a nice backup in case he gets stunned or something.
Wow! I literally clicked on it, and I first read it, I thought it said 5. I did not
No,
think
no,
it was
no,
possible
not-
for it to be 0.5.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's 4 rockets that do 450 each. That's pretty wild.
Oh my gosh. Well, now I understand.
Your Viper was looking pretty unkillable the last round, Pinty, but the
It's
Disruptor,
pretty huge.
just kind of screwed you over.
It was more than the Disruptor. It was the Doom more than anything.
Oh,
He had like sort of every component of his comp kind of countered my comp. It was a miracle I lived.
You did pretty. You got him down from like 70 or whatever to like 30 or 20. Like
Yeah,
you,
it was
you
a
got-
rough one. If he
you
was
had him
lower
really
health, I
far.
had the game.
Yeah.
It was close.
He
It
just
was a
got
good game. I enjoyed it.
a really good early game, though.
Sorry, Osmija, I've just seen your question. I will have a look for you because I'm not entirely sure.
Minilax fighting for his life here.
Let me see. Where's Manilax? He's doing good. I mean,
Yeah.
he's winning.
He's surviving.
Refresher on Necro.
The
That's
two
interesting.
dragon strat is doing it.
Dragons. You know, Bat Rider is basically a dragon.
Yeah, so is Luna. Luna kind of is a dragon.
Wow.
I
think
believe
there's-
it doesn't apply on the splash, Osmija. I don't think it does. I think it's the same as Luna, where it only applies on the initial target. It should be the same
I don't-
concept.
In Dota, it doesn't. I'm assuming it's the same rules in here.
Yeah, we have someone in the Lord Discord that's like the all-knowing person. They do all the tests, everything. So I was just checking the channels to see if they'd answered it in there, but I couldn't find it. But I'm pretty sure that's what they said.
Tell this. You told me something very interesting, Inti, which is that you didn't play Dota before Underlords.
Nope.
How was
Why
that?
now?
Yeah, and
Actually, I want to know what you were going to say to that, actually.
No, I've never played Dota. I played like 2 games, I think, ever. I just couldn't get into it. You know, it was very alien to me, very foreign. I've always been a League of Legends player, just casually.
Oh
I don't,
my god.
Yikes.
I don't think the game's I don't think the game's amazing or anything. I don't think it's better than Dota or anything. It's just the one I always played growing up. It's what I'm comfortable with, and you know, you just play what
but
you know.
you also
Yeah.
did try the ripoff from Riot, like the
Oh,
Teamfight
TFT.
Tactics. Yeah.
TFT.
Yeah, I tried TFT. Not a fan. No, don't like it.
You said
I don't
Underlords
like it
was
either.
better.
I don't know why people like it, but it doesn't seem as good to me.
It's because League's
personally.
popular, but strictly looking at like the games as an auto battler, this is way better. League's ahead. Right,
Ironic. Leagues ahead.
Yeah. Let's focus on the game for a second. So
Yes.
Das is down to 1 HP, but he has got 9 assassins online. I don't know how well that's going to do though.
I
It's
think he's
pretty
out.
RNG. Yep.
Yeah.
He's gone. Oh yeah.
Oh no, that's Pepe Hands.
It is.
9
eliminated
assassins
from
is
the
not
tournament.
hot.
And
he
the
didn't
Blink
hit any
Dagger
of
on
the
an
good
assassin
ones.
team seems a bit weird, but
It's not terrible on Viper. I mean, it generates the mana. I would have put it on something different.
I
probably.
see. Oh, yeah, I forgot it gives you mana. That's my bad.
He tried to be brave and do his own thing, and the war just crashed him. As it happens. Assassins
Let's have a look.
just not strong right now. Not worth going Assassins on the current patch. Maybe on last patch, Pinty, I don't know.
I think it was the patch before that. They were really good. There was a time when forcing assassins was actually quite nice. A few patches of it actually. Yeah, there used to be a 2 druid 6 assassin build, and then there was 9 assassins at one point. It was really strange. There was a DK variant.
You could say he was living in the past, right?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Here,
Okay.
the guy with Tinker 3 doing really well. Sichu.
It's like Zomvik is
Explain
out
fighting
here.
Sichu right now.
I think
Zomvik
Minnie's
is out, mate.
No,
Oh.
Minnie's actually gonna survive still. Wow.
Oh, the Tinker died.
Oh,
He
1
got the
HP.
Tinker.
1 HP.
And it's DK Luna against the snipers. And one sniper down, all the other go down. Ugh.
I don't know how many games I've been at 1 HP. Like it's actually
It's crazy.
it's insane how many games I've survived like that.
That's because you're bad, Sasan.
Okay, don't be toxic.
Explain. Oh, the two guys, the 2 High Lords actually staying at the top. So it is not just RNG fest, as someone in chat
Right.
said.
I'm looking at these boards. Zomvik, I don't like his build personally. I don't like 6 mages, and 6 humans is an interesting decision.
Something.
Is particularly great in this current meta. I think you're better off going 3 and running some other stuff with it. There's a lot of variants that run 3, but I just don't see 6 anymore.
So
and I think there's a reason.
going 6 at this current meta doesn't seem that strong. Except
No,
it's-
I wouldn't.
I mean, it is a 60% damage increase, but you're saying there's just better units you can get, basically.
Yeah. It isn't a strong comp. I mean, you think about what you could put in place of the 3. I just think it's better overall. You got the other knight players stabilized pretty well. He's still got his age.
Yeah, he hasn't lost since he got down to 5 HP, which is
amazing.
Yeah,
kind of surprising.
He hit his 4 Heartless. He's DK2, which is pretty nice. He's got a refresher on a Necrophos 2, which is nice. He's got no Warlocks though. I feel like he's got the 1 Warlock, but he hasn't got the 2 Warlock buff. I mean, the healing from Necrophos is still decent, so he might be alright in that regard. Thing is, he's not close to any 3-star knights. He's not close to any crazy outs, and I think that's going to bite him in the. In all honesty.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't get close the next couple turns, he's gonna start lacking damage, right?
Gold, but he could roll through all of that and not find 1 3-star knight. He could find like the components, maybe like be 2 off of 3 different ones. There's no real guarantee.
And it looks like this is probably going to be when he starts rolling.
If he loses stages. And it seems he
I
will.
don't know how he
loses,
starts. Yeah. And we'll see 51 gold turn to 0 real quick. There he is. You can see the gold dropping.
He is out.
Oh, he's going for it. Jesus.
So we're down to top 4.
He's rolling fast. Top 4 now. Sichu lost a lot of
Yeah.
life. He's at 22, explained. Still at 48.
The Brawny player's gone, surprisingly. I think it's because he overcommitted to staying into Primordials. If he just hard committed into Brawnies, he was probably going to do a lot better that game. I mean, I understand why he wanted to stay Primordials with Summoning Stone, but Brawnies was open and he had a pretty good board early game. I think he messed up.
This was the guy with the 2 Beastmasters, right?
Yeah, he stayed between 2 builds too long, and I think it just got punished for it.
He just couldn't decide for one of the builds.
He just sacrifices Chaos Knight to put in an Enigma. You think that's going to help keep him alive?
Oh,
It depends what matchup he gets into. It's an Enigma too, actually. I didn't see that. Yeah, that's
He got 3 Enigmas from rolling. It's kind of insane.
Enigma's not as nice as it used to be, but Enigma 2 is still pretty good, right?
I mean, he beat Explain, it seems.
Oh, Zombik is out.
Zombik
top
out.
3.
Pepe Hands,
Now,
Zombik.
do you actually put Refresher on Enigma? Like, wouldn't that be better?
It's debatable. If I'm running Enigma 2 in that comp, I probably would put it on Enigma, but generally it is really nice on Necrophos. The healing is nice, especially on Night comps, because they have the damage reduction from the Night buff. That sort of the effective HP from that healing, the value is increased even.
Yeah.
This is not good for Zizichu. He needs that guy to lose to get the units back in the pool. They're going heads up now. The main reason he's running Enigma right now is to counter Zizichu. In like a Night Mirror, Enigma will do.
I mean, they're all standing so close that Midnight Pulse is just so much damage.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was really close.
But
Wow.
not enough.
Enigma was his top damage, but as I said, he doesn't have anything else. He has the Dragon Knight too, but nothing. Absolutely nothing.
And he
Ooh, Manilax
gets
is out.
eliminated finally after staying with low life for so long. And now the 2
My
high
predictions
lows.
are top 2.
You were right,
That's your
Pinty.
lords.
You bet for the 2
Told
best
ya.
players and you were correct. What a surprise, Pinty.
Of course, dude. Of course. Told you,
They're
dude.
very good. I mean, top 100 players, basically.
Yeah. They're
It's hard to
almost,
quantify it.
almost
because
as
of
good
the,
as Pinty, right?
I'd say they're better than me, most likely.
Yeah,
I know
also-
Suzuki.
You're so humble, Pinty.
Yeah. I mean, it's just realistic. I mean, I don't know Explain as a player, but I know Suzuki is better than me. I've played with him a few times. He's a very good.
You think he's good enough to reduce this difference with Explain? 11 health and beat him? That's the question.
Well, Explain has now found an Enigma 1, which he's trying to run in an effort to counter the build.
Yeah, I mean, that Tinker and Enigma, just so much damage. Oh my god.
Enigma didn't really do anything. It was the rest of his comp.
I feel like, let me
one
check
in
that. I feel like Enigma did a little bit. Let me see. Oh my god, he actually did nothing. It was just all Tinker.
Yep.
Tinker and Sniper.
And Siege about to be eliminated. Explain just owning him.
He needs a roll now. He has so much gold.
It's loot round. It's loot round.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
doesn't need.
Waiting
Oof.
for the last possible moment so that he gets the maximum chance of.
Yeah, I was not looking.
Yeah, the reason he's been sitting on his gold is he's waiting for that other guy to get knocked, because now all those units are back in the pool. He has a solid chance at finding some 3-stars, right? He's 2 off of Luna, 3 off of Abaddon, 4 off of CK. Yeah, he's already.
Now they will
Just watch
face
his
the
bench.
dragon.
He's
Tinker,
1 off
okay.
of Abba, 1 off of Luna. He's really close to some outs here. I think he's going to find. That's Abba.
He got the Abaddon, level 3.
No Luna though. No Luna. He got 2 Omnis, so he's 4 Omnis off. 3
Someone in
CKs.
chat is saying
Do
that
you think it's
Enigma
worth-
refreshes
I would-
stacks.
I feel like when you're playing to win like this, I would sell the Omnis and just try and roll for the Lunas, don't you think? Maybe? Try and hope, because if he doesn't win next turn,
100%,
he's
but
just
he's
over.
waiting to see what he gets out of the 10 gold here, and then
I
he'll
see.
probably sell them.
He bought
That
out.
Luna is required.
He couldn't get the Luna.
There
Oh,
it
he
is.
did! Oh, this might be game changer.
He has a. I'd say he has a shot now. I don't know if it's enough. Tinker 3. I mean, looking at this guy's comp,
You're
it's
saying
pretty
Situ
hard
will
for
win
him
the
to do.
tournament, Pinty? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying Explain looks pretty strong right now. It's not good for him.
Okay, okay.
The problem with this build is he's got quite a lot of like high magic burst from the back, and he's got a very strong front line to delay the knights. He might have too much damage to deal with here. It depends on how much this Tinker can do. No, it didn't do enough.
That Luna and Abaddon just
Luna.
really helped.
Star was enough. It just entirely depends on if Tinker can do enough damage before it reaches.
We'll Explain
Bats.
use his money now to try to get some level 3 units.
I think he waits a little longer, right? Probably one more turn.
I don't know, man.
Let me look at Explains.
He did move the Tinker to the back line behind the Timber Saw. It's not on the front anymore.
I mean, looking at his board and bench, he hasn't really got any major eyes. He's what, 2 snipers off, maybe? He's running the gyro for. I like this. I like this. No, Deadeye is not the main reason I like this. He got 4 inventors off this. 4 inventors increases the explosion damage. That's pretty strong. All the damage he can get to just sort of delay this. This is totally. This is so close. Ooh.
Oh, so close.
He's
I
dead.
don't think that does enough damage, does it?
Is he though?
He's dead.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, exactly 6. Oh,
and
That was so
Explain.
close.
Explain takes the series 7, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, Explain takes it. That was really good game. Wow. Honestly, that could have been anyone's game. That was very down to the wire there. If Suzichu had more health, that could have gone either way. I mean, purely positioning and maybe a bit of RNG.
Alright, let's see how the other games went, and we will be hosting the finals immediately. I didn't get any DMs from the people. Let's see, I need to DM Lev. Who were hosting Series 5 and 8? Susan. You know, I think Lev was, or Manoy. Lev.
okay.
And you
we
told
gotta
Manoy
all the
to
winners.
host 5. Lev was hosting 6, if I'm not wrong. And maybe
Yeah, Lev hosted 6.
Panda was hosting 8.
Wicked hosted 8, I think.
Let's see here. I'm scrolling up to see if they posted it.
Oh, he said they're still going.
Oh, okay. So we're still waiting on people to finish
You
lobbies.
go invite everybody probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna start inviting the winners of the previous match. Will you stick with us for one more game, Pinty, or do you have that coaching to do?
I can probably stay for the final if it starts soon.
Yeah, I will try to start as soon as possible. They're still playing Series 5, if I'm not wrong, but that should be over soon, I hope.
I don't want to brag, but I'm actually Outlaw 2, so...
PogChamp?
Mate.
Actual Blebs hosting tournament feels weird, man. What?
Hey, dude.
What rank are you, Pinty? Like Lord something? Lord 1000?
I think I'm at 600 and something. I'm not
600.
entirely
Well,
sure.
since we are all casting the same games, we're technically all about Lord 600 with our knowledge
Basically.
combined.
I mean, I understand the game, I just don't know the meta, basically.
Kappa.
That is not a Kappa, sir.
How do I leave this lobby? Oh, leave party. Here we go. And we will be creating the party for the grand finals now. Party code, it is hidden. I don't wanna. Here we go.
I will say one thing to take with a pinch of salt with the ranks at the moment is the ladder. Well, it's just been fixed, but it was very grind oriented before
What do you?
with the fixed MMR system. So people at the top, people that played a lot, right? I mean, they were good players. There's no denying that you have to be good to have consistent results, but they're the people that played a lot. In the older systems, you'd see a lot of different names towards the top of the ladder that you don't particularly see now because they just don't play enough games, right?
Oh.
And currently with the new elo system they've implemented, it's actually not, it's like a detriment to try and play at the top ranks. If the top lord at the moment tries to queue, he's probably gaining like 20-30 mmr for a win, for first place this is. And I mean, he'd lose mmr from a third most likely if the lobby's poor enough. So it's really not, there's no incentive for them to play at this point in time.
Oh yeah, that's what I was reading. Like someone ranked up just by not playing in the recent patch.
Oh yeah, people are climbing the ladder by not playing right now.
That's I think that's a big mistake on the developers doing something like that, because you want to incentivize people to play more, right?
Exactly.
You don't want to just sitting on a high rank and play on Smurfs.
Exactly.
Trying to find this Russian guy.
It's also nearly impossible for people to climb and catch up now because of the shift. I mean, I'm not even that high on the ladder, and I don't even get 100 for a win in my lobbies.
I do like the fact that
different things
they are updating the game so much and changing the meta, because it rewards people that stays on top of the game instead of that just not playing.
Well, they did this fixed that in StarCraft. I know they did decaying rank. So if you didn't play, your rank just goes down over time.
Should be like that.
I don't think that's a bad idea. I think that's pretty good to encourage people to, especially if you're a top rank like that. Like it used to be only like the top 2,000. Your rank would go down if you don't play. I think that's definitely a good idea to discourage people from just sitting on their number.
Yeah, what Third Me just said is a really valid point. I mean, rank decay. People were talking about this in communities. I mean, there needs to be a decay. It needs to happen. Like people can't get away with just sitting. Most competitive games, as you were saying, have some form of punishment if you don't play, right? So you can't just sit at the top ranks, and they definitely need to implement that into this game, 100%.
Oh, look at this! There was this guy. I didn't previously to the tournament. I didn't know who he's High Lord and stuff. I just like all the players were the same to me, and this guy asked me to switch because he had like a family issue with he couldn't play. He was in Series 1, I think, and he couldn't play early on. So he asked me to switch him to later, like Series 5 to 8. And it turns out it was Explain, the guy who just won and is now in the finals. So maybe if he couldn't play earlier, he wouldn't be on the finals right now. No problem.
Very possible. I mean, Suzuki would have had a pretty comfortable time getting to first place.
Yeah, that's sad on the other Lord though. I mean, I'm not sure because maybe the other person that switched with him was also a High Lord, but
I didn't recognize the other guy's name, so he probably wasn't. But maybe he was. Just odds are, if he was a High Lord, I probably would have known, at least seen his name somewhere. Unless it's like a bunch of Asian characters I just don't understand. There's quite a few of them up there.
There's a big difference with Underlords with Dota. That is that people from all over the world can play at the same lobby. So it's like a global high ranks instead of Dota, where you have the high ranks of Europe, the high ranks of North America, the high ranks of South America and stuff. Because of the ping, you cannot play like a MOBA at the same time.
Exactly, no, but we're all put into the same ladder, although it does seem to be region gated because in EU we can't naturally queue into NA players most of the time. At least I've tried to snipe NA streamers, for example, and I've never gotten them. But anytime I try and snipe an EU streamer, I get them.
This is very surprising. XDGG, which is not a Lord, just one lobby where there were like 4 other High Lords.
Oh, I know those players. Yeah, he beat some good players there.
I guess he got he's either a Smurf or he got a really lucky roll, right?
I mean, you can tell just from looking at the board. He played Brawnies. That's why he won.
What do you mean? Brownies is that strong right now?
Yeah, and he's got 3 stars. 3-star BM, 3-star Jug, 3-star Axe. Oh, no, it's not a BM, sorry, it's a Lycan. Still, that's very strong. That's a ridiculous.
GG won Series 5, so we only need the winners from Series 6 and 8 right now. For me to DM them, see what happens with that. Are people joining the lobby? Yeah, all the winners are joining really fast. I need to put myself as a spectator. Okay.
Yeah, This game is a perfect example of what I was talking about, though. The screenshot. I don't know if the stream can see it. They probably can't. There's 3 people playing Scrappies, 2 are Knights, and obviously, there's a 4th Scrappy player. He just had like 2 Scrappies though. Stuff like this. I mean, it's just not good. Being in contention for units is just way too like difficult in this meta because you need to 3-star everything.
I need the winners from series 6 and 8.
And this Brawny player, uncontested, just got all of his units, and it's a tier 1 build, so he just wins.
He was against a Knight player though.
I mean, Knights
USP
are
Salmon
strong,
3
but
stars.
Knights aren't that strong. Like, they're strong, but they still lose to Brawny. I'd say Brawny is probably the best build in game. If it really gets rolling, I don't think anything can stand up to it. Oh, we got Panda in the finals. Nice.
Wow.
Poke champ. I need the screenshot though. Imagine if everyone on the lobby would just DM me saying, "I want smiley face." Yeah, the Russian guy is asking my channel. Here you go. Could you tell me your name so we don't call you the Russian guy, please?
Ceremonials?
Okay, he's right. Oh, Jesus, he got so many 3 levels. Impetus Fanda. Let's see here. Copy. Okay, we got Impetus Panda as the winner of Series 8. Can you check the bracket, Pinty? What do you think about the winners so far? Do you know many of them? We have some high lords in here.
Okay, where's the bracket?
Check brackets in. Oh,
Oh,
actually,
yeah,
let me
hang on.
just link it. I'm gonna link it on the Discord.
I found it.
Maybe the old version.
I've got it. So who have we got? Explain and Panda are the only 2 I know at the moment.
How does Explain get such a big box?
Oh, he said the meaning of his name is "I'm not smiling." The Russian guy. So we will call him Smiling. That's good for you guys.
Oh, so we need Series 6 winner, right?
Yes. Do you know someone in Series 6, Pinty? That you can check the recent games. Maybe Ninja is a high lord.
Oh, I've got Ninja on my list. Yeah, one sec. He's in the main menu.
Is there a way that you can check his recent games, or is that impossible?
Recent games, no.
Would be really nice.
Alright, well, Ceremonial said he won. Can we confirm it? Can you just message some of the people?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Everyone say they won. I don't know what to do.
Thread, must mod, left. Heart Ninja.
Hart would be a good person to ask. He's usually quite helpful.
How how do you win? How do you win your game and not take a screenshot though? It's literally on the rules, and I DM'd everyone asking to do that. Come on, ceremonials.
Running a tournament is always going to be rough, buddy.
I mean, we did it. We did it really. I feel we didn't make any like big mistakes except from the people like not showing
People
up
not
last
showing
minute.
really
Yeah, that
messed
was.
everything
And
up.
we did confirm. I did a lot of confirming this week. So
Everybody that was on the list confirmed at least once.
yeah, or twice.
The best way to do check-in is sort of like an hour before. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah,
Because
maybe half
otherwise
an hour was.
people say they can do it. Yeah.
The problem is if you do a check in like 1 hour, you only have 1 hour to message people from the wait list, which can be not optimal either.
I just think it's better than you confirming them like a day in advance and then they don't turn up on the day. You know, that's a lot.
Okay,
That seemed to be how it was going.
Lev is saying that ceremonials won. It's confirming
Should
it.
be fine. Yeah.
So I'm gonna trust the word of this guy. Seems pretty honest. Just gonna
Yeah, Lev's a streamer. He should be fine.
Oh, Lev is streaming. We can just check the VOD. That could be easy.
Streamer. I don't know if he's actually live or not. I didn't actually look, but I know he's a streamer.
Okay, I'm just gonna rely on their words.
I wouldn't. I don't think he'd lie. You're probably fine.
Okay. Copy party code. Okay. Should be joining soon. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Everyone?
I'm just double checking that everyone's ready. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's all of them. Guyan Buyan, Calamity, I'm not smiling, explain. I just don't want to go. I'm gonna check one by one because I don't want to start a lobby with people missing and then having to start again. Explain is here. Okay, we're going. Now we start. Start the grand finals, boys. Let's go. Are you boys ready?
I'm not following you. No, you're not following.
Oh, thanks for the follows.
There I am.
Poggies.
There I am.
We have some really high lords in here, and the two underdogs. Obviously, as the name of the tournament says so, we're gonna be rooting for the two underdogs here. But it's gonna be hard for them to have an upset here. We do have a rank 52 and a rank 170. Do you think, Pinty?
1 second. Sorry, I'm just getting my spectate set up.
Yeah, it's fine. We have some really good players, and already 2 Axes and 2 Bad Riders. 1 inch, 1 Tiny, Racer.
Okay, I am in. I'm spectating.
You did tell me Tiny was the single best tier 1 unit, right?
It is
in your opinion.
ridiculously good.
I
Yes.
love Tiny. It's a stun, it's damage. It's great.
It's
Very cool.
ridiculously strong. Yeah. I mean, there are other really good units. I mean, while it's the strongest single unit, arguably, Axe is a better pickup early purely because you get kills for the brawny, right? There's a benefit.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. He's always got a special place in my heart. He's just so strong.
I feel like Tiny's been good from the entire time the game's been out, honestly.
Yeah, he's consistently been like probably the best tier 1.
Oh, Enchantress. Pog.
So
You
we
don't
see,
see
Druids, maybe?
Enchantress too much anymore. Yeah, it's
we see
nice
some
to
gloves
see.
of haste. We see some embarrassment of the reaches so far.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
all pretty
smiling.
standard so far.
Two racers.
Panda with the early Veno too.
Yeah, Panda with the Venom level 2.
Other than that, everything seems pretty normal. You got a couple people going Primordials, a couple people going Anti-Mage. There's a Brawny attempts.
Kriyan already almost has X level 2.
Just building
So who do you see as your
kills.
winner, Pinty, if you have to choose
Oh,
your
it's really hard to
your
say. I mean,
horse
this is a good lobby.
this race?
Oh,
Are you sticking with Explain? Maybe Ceremonials also?
honestly, no. I think I'd go Explain in this lobby.
You going for Explain?
Yeah, I'd go Explain. I'd go
Okay.
Explain.
Sasan, you want to pick someone as your racing horse this game? You think it's gonna take the lead? He died. People rip. I'm gonna go with one of the two underdogs. I'm gonna root for the underdogs. I want them to do
Yeah,
well.
I want the underdogs to win.
Well,
We are an underdogs tournament.
yeah, exactly. This was our whole plan. People were saying that the format was bad because it relied on luck. We just want the underdogs to have a shot, you know? We want a couple of
Okay.
underdogs having a shot.
Actual pig.
That's the whole plan of
But
the
it's
tournament.
true. Embarrassment of riches and smuggler. I'll have some good item choices.
Very lucky Calamity.
Someone already picked up Aegis. That's nice.
What's the deal with people not changing not going this good-looking background and staying with the old, like dark one and green one? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just cosmetics, right?
Yeah. I prefer the new one. It's like more. It's like happier.
I quite enjoyed the more vibrant, sunny vibes. Yeah, it's quite nice.
Yeah. Reminds you of
Maybe it
England,
doesn't.
maybe?
Not even close. It's rain over here, dude. Always rain.
Do you guys always have bad weather?
It's just rain, really. It's just miserable all the time.
Pepper hands.
Okay, let's see where the early boards are leaning. So we've got someone already leaning into Scrappies. We've got a couple Primordials, a Savage. But I mean, these could go anywhere still. It's round 4. It's hard to say anything concrete, but we've got 2 people leaning towards Knights, which is a solid idea. If there's not too many people going Knights, it's very strong. So
People really like Knights still, even though you said they were nerfed recently. I mean, or that they're not as strong as they used to be.
yeah, they weren't nerfed specifically. It's just they're not as strong as they used to be. I mean, they're still decently strong, right? It's just the case of they're quite easy to play, and everyone kind of knows how to play them. And when they're contested, they're not that strong. If you're the only Knights player in your lobby, it's going to be ridiculously good. It is really nice, right?
So-
you high roll Knights, you're having
Are you saying that what differences a good player from the rest, or from our bracket at least, is that they tab a lot and see what everyone's going and just leans towards whatever no one's going?
exactly that. Exactly. Scouting is incredibly important. Knowing what your opponents are building and sort of playing around that, because the biggest mistake you can make in this meta is playing a contested build. You do not want to be building the same units as a lot of other people. One other person, maybe that's fine, that happens. But multiple, that's when you start to think, I need to play something else.
So you're saying my strat of forcing primordials every single game is not that good?
It's not ideal, but I mean, it'll still get you pretty far, I imagine. Yeah. Unfortunately, it can work to an extent, but in higher level matches such as this one, it's not going to cut it.
I see.
So what strat does look like the Russian guy is going right now?
The Russian guy, where is he?
Yeah, his name is I'm Not Smiling, by the way.
I'm not smiling. What do you
I'm
think?
not smiling. Okay, I'm not smiling. I'm looking. He hasn't really committed to anything yet. He's just playing strong board early, just a win streak, I suppose. I mean, Enchantress 2 is really, really strong early, right? She really helps in like the first few rounds to just get that easy win.
Yeah, because I see he has like a knight there. He has like the bat rider. He has he just sold some of those units. Never mind.
Yeah, he's sold something for interest there. He's not really committed to anything. He's just seeing what the game offers him and see what other people build, and then he's going to pick something that's open most likely, which is a smart thing. As I said, contested builds are a bad idea, right? So you should definitely play something that's open. I like what he's doing so far.
Who do you like what's doing? I'm not smiling.
Yeah.
I'm just staying with Explain so far because he's the highest rank. But he's losing. He's losing to respect my team. He wants to be respected. That's very important, actually. Still very early on.
Yeah,
Nobody
you can't say
seems
anything.
nobody
Yeah.
seems to be losing so much as previous games, like getting all the free rolls. It seems more balanced and like there's no one on a win streak, but there's no one losing that much either.
Yeah, Calamity is 0-3 on a lose streak right now, and he's not actually lost as much health as some other people, so he's in a fairly decent spot.
Losing is good when you don't lose that much health because of the free rolls. Remember, chat.
Exactly. Pre-10, that is the best. I mean, if you can't win streak, losing to a summon or losing to like one-star unit, that's great value. The only time that wouldn't be value is when you're maybe like getting too many things and you don't have enough gold to buy them all, stuff like that. But that's a very rare occurrence. And if you're high rolling that much, you're going to start winning. So
We're currently casting the grand finals of the Underdogs Underlords tournament. I will be doing a highlight video about the whole tournament with the two series that we casted and the grand finals, and uploading it to my YouTube channel. We hope to have a season 2 in a month or a few months from this. We did get a lot of people interested in the tournament, which is really nice for us. We're very happy with it. But we think we can improve the tournament organization for sure. And the brackets, people didn't really like the simplistic version that we went for, Pinty. What do you recommend us doing, like season 2, regarding the brackets, like giving people more chances to not get eliminated instantly?
yeah,
Not relying on luck so much.
there are a few ways you can go about it. I mean, either you increase sort of the amount that go through to the next stage, or you increase the number of games played, or both.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way to do it. The best of one idea, not the best, and the top one going through only, again, not the best. But if you are, dead set on the top one or top two going through, you need multiple games so that sort of consistency is rewarded instead of high rolling, right? Because consistency is the biggest skill indicator in this game.
Maybe some point system. Like
Oh yeah,
first
yeah,
one
you should
gets
use
some
points.
gets
Linear point.
certain amounts of points. Something like the MMR. What MMR do is 1 to 5 gain points and 6 to 8 lose points, or 1 to 4
No,
wins
I
points.
wouldn't do that. The way you should do say you do multiple games, the best way to do it is to go sort of first place gets 8 or 7, etc., and then they get one less per position, right?
Uh-huh.
Kind of like Mario Kart.
So it's completely linear in the way the points are distributed, and then there's no real imbalance there. And then tiebreakers, you can use sort of better placements. It's probably the best one to do.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that. I know that's the one Kyle wanted us to do.
Round difference or net worth, because it's not really any real indicator.
Do you
How the game is
see
played.
something standing out for you, Pinty, at this point? Ceremonials standing up. Impetuous Panther with the win streak. It's 5-1.
Ceremonials is the only brawny player. That's the one thing I will say. That looks pretty good for him. He's one off of a BM2. That could be pretty nice.
You think
Looks like he's
brownies
going
are
for a pretty
broken right
standard
now,
build.
right? The guy
If
going
he gets
brownies.
online, yeah.
I mean, if no one is contesting brownies, and he's going for it, could be really good for.
Yeah. Okay, there's 3 knight players, although one of them has just sold his knights, it looks like. Or no, he's just
He
taking
doesn't
it
want to
off.
play knights if the rest of them are playing knights, which is smart.
Yeah. It looks like Explain is just going for the AM-TB combo. Oh no, he sold the TB. Interesting. I wonder what he...
Do you still like that demon strat that you told me about last patch with all the demons and the AM.
No, it's dead now. You don't play that anymore.
What if you get like that bonus that you told me was really good? I don't
What
remember
do you mean?
exactly which one that you got. If you got like the bonus, it was really good.
Oh, that was when the global items still existed. Yeah.
Yeah.
But back then, you'd get a global item that gave your demon hunters a buff for every unique demon that you.
Yeah. What was
Yeah,
the name of that buff?
strange bedfellows.
Yeah. I have I kind of listened to myself there. But I think it's fine now. Maybe I talked too loud on your mic. Ceremonials.
You sound okay to me, but I'm not listening to the stream, so I don't know.
Dance game. Not listening to the stream.
I'm listening to you instead through the Discord.
Very smart.
What do you mean? I want to hear myself.
Very smart.
Right, so I'm looking at this. We've got uncontested scrappies at the top. It's looking very good.
I do like what Calamity is going for. The Primordials, the Razor and the
those.
Morphling. Yeah.
You
Roshan.
rarely see games go that far anymore. That's the problem with the increase in round damage.
He
You
loses.
just
though.
don't see it. And the 1v1 system as well.
I don't think I've ever gone to Roshan before.
No, he won.
What do you mean? Oh,
Yeah, in this game, because Roshan's around
Those
50,
streaks still
right?
going. Wow.
yeah, but this tournament, yeah.
That was incredibly close for Panda there.
Yeah,
That amounts of ward clutched it for him.
he's going
I mean,
Scrappies.
probably
Is someone
good,
else going
yeah.
Scrappies too?
Nope, it's open.
No. That could be his winning card. Going Scrappies when no one else is contesting it.
Yep, explains playing sort of a mishmash of things at the moment. I don't think he knows exactly what direction he wants to take his build.
He's keeping his chances open.
Yeah.
Does Arc Warden count as summoned units? That's something I actually don't know.
Arc Warden's clone counts as a summoned unit,
Ah, okay. Interesting.
which is incredibly good. Summoning Stone is like the best thing ever with Primordial build because Arc Warden's clone, the Eidolons that spawn on, they all benefit. So I like where Calamity's at right now. He's playing Primordial Mages. He's not completely uncontested, but nobody is going the exact same. He's got a Summoning Stone early. It's looking decent for him. He's got an early, pretty strong early board for it. I mean, he just lost a round, but he's got CM2. He's got Morph 2, more importantly. I'd rate him pretty highly right now. Once he gets more units, once he gets online, he could be a real threat this game.
XDGG is standing with the top guys, with a level 50 Lord and level 84 Lord. You think this guy might be a Smurf getting to the finals?
I mean, high big boss players aren't bad or anything. You know, there's not like a massive difference between all of them, and some of them, like I said, might just not have enough time to play, or there's no real reason that they can't win a game. You know, maybe they won't win every game. Maybe the consistency could be the problem. For example, in this game, ranking up and in general, the indicator of skill is consistent results. Consistent top 3, top 4 will rank you up. Maybe this guy is really good some games, but then has some really terrible games, and maybe he's having a good one now. I mean, we don't know, do we? I mean, he must have had a good game to get to the final, so
Correct.
who knows?
Very true.
On a win streak right
I
now.
think
The 3 guys on the
3
top are gonna go win streak.
That's
The guys on
crazy.
the bottom are not doing that hot. I do like what Calamity is going for, but sadly enough, it takes some time. When you go for Primordial, it takes you some time to get there, and until then you cannot pay the consequences until you get your big power spike. That's kind of like what happened with you on your game.
Exactly.
But you did get a very strong power spike and climb back to the second place. Let's see if he can do it this game.
He needs to find an Arc Warden. That would stabilize his board pretty hard. He's got a Summoning Stone. He'd have 4 Primordials plus Arc Warden. In an early game, if he can roll an Arc Warden, that would stabilize it completely. It's really... So that's probably the main pickup for him right now if he wants to save some health. But you can't really force it, he just has to be lucky.
Panda with the scrappies. What do you think about hunters, Pinty?
Hunters are pretty good, from what I know. You generally don't play 6. There are a few variants where you can, but it's not ideal. Usually you're playing Brawny with 3 hunters or like a warriors with some hunters. They're definitely a good alliance to have. The main issue with hunters at the moment is sniper is your main carry, and because it's now become a scrappy unit, that means it's contested a lot more in game.
I see.
So that's kind of put a bit of a dampener on hunter players in general.
I'm actually a fan of Ceremonial's build this game. I like the Hunter Brawny.
It's a very strong build, yeah.
Very strong. And he's beating. Did he turn his units as you taught me with the before this round? It was a 15 round, or maybe people didn't care enough to do it. Or you put your tanky guys on the bottom and
Yeah, you flip your board, yeah.
Flip your board. That's what I meant.
You tanks at the back.
I always forget to do it, but usually it's like they're not strong enough where it's like if you already have a good board, it doesn't make too much of a
Look at this. Calamity is doing our build. Pinty. He put the CM where the co-op should be below behind the ogre though.
I know it is debatable. It's some people prefer to have her jump to the back line and like an assassin. It's debatable on how you want to play it. I personally prefer having it in the second row because it has a 3 range, like a 3 square range, so it hits pretty much everything that runs at the, and that's kind of what you want. You want to burst everything down. That's the whole point of the build, right? You burst units down. He's got 2 Morphling 2s in now. This could be a pretty good spike for him actually. Morphling is a very strong.
Let's see if he can beat Panda.
And,
is it worth I'm Not Smiling to have 2 Aegises?
He does indeed. It means he can play quite greedy on his economy, and that could maybe benefit him.
You kind of suffer in terms of items, right? Because you sacrifice 2 items, or global auras you could have for an Aegis.
I mean, yes, it's not ideal, but if there weren't other picks, then it's not necessarily a bad idea. Also, if you think about it, Embarrassment and Smuggler is 2 globals as well, right? Like having Embarrassment and Smuggler gives you a greater selection later, but they're still missing 2 items.
That's true. That's true. When I think about that, just seems kind of greedy, but I guess we'll see.
Usme just says he's in a lobby with 4 people forcing Brawny and 2 people playing Scrappy. If he doesn't win, he's the worst. That's kind of what you want, right? When you're doing your own build, nobody's contesting it, and you see people contesting a lot of other build. You feel pretty confident in that game, right?
Yeah, you do exactly that. I mean, the only will worry is someone high roll something anyway, because that does happen from time to time. But generally, they should get punished. Yeah. There's now Explain has now decided to go scrappies. I'm assuming he was sort of playing like pieces of different builds, and he hit the Tinker too, and that's probably what made him decide to just commit to scrappies.
Oh, so Scrappy is now contested between Panda and Explain. Is that gonna be an issue for both of them?
Yes, I do believe it could be.
They could cost them the game. Meanwhile, Ceremonial's just staying at the top. Nobody really contesting Hunters, it seems. Nobody really contesting Brownies either.
He's in a really good spot this game.
So he feels pretty confident.
I would if I was him. I'd feel pretty good about my stay in the game.
Do you think he got lucky with the Hunters or the Brownies, or he kind of went for it, seeing that nobody else was going for it? He scouted and decided to stick with it. Because in the papers,
I think he was playing them early on anyway, but he probably scouted. I mean, he's a high-ranked player. There's no way he doesn't scout, right? So he probably scouted, saw nobody was playing it, and then decided to stick with it. On the flip side, if he scouted and saw that there were 3 other people building it, he probably would have transitioned off by now and played something. But because it's free, he's just stuck with it, and he's probably going to have a really free time. Like, I don't see anyone beating
XDGG now and stays at the top. XDGG also having a really good game.
He's close to a power spike. He's playing elusives. He's
Elusives.
close to hitting the 6 elusive spike. It's pretty decent. He's got PA2. I like where he's at. Terrorblade's coming in soon. He's one off. That'll be a decent spike.
Yeah, it seems weird to me. Kuyan has Fall from Grace, and yet he's building a bunch of mages. Just seems kind of unusual, or is that kind of normal?
No, that's pretty unusual. I imagine he wanted to play something completely different, but you know, sometimes you just don't roll the way you want to. I mean, I've taken Fall from Grace round 2, round 3, and then not found any knights, and there's been 3 people in my game going knights, and I'm just forced not to play it. You know, I mean,
Yeah,
there
he's
are other
gotten lucky
builds.
then.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there are other builds that can benefit from Fall from Grace fairly well, but I don't think he's been offered them or they've not been open. I couldn't tell you that. I mean, you've got to assume that that's the issue.
Yeah. When you're this high of a rank, you don't usually you wouldn't do that on purpose, basically.
Exactly. I mean,
Explain now
I don't
grinding
think-
his place back to the top with the scrappy build contested by Panda, but still with the ages he doesn't seem to care. Let's see if he can get the Tinker 3, which would be a really big power spike for him.
I don't think he's playing. He's not playing that variant. No. He's playing for 6 scrappies and then carries. So he wants Slark 3 most likely. It looks
I
like
see.
he's going for that.
You don't think he will go for the Tinker 3?
I mean,
Sorry,
he'll want it. It'll be good, but he's probably not running CM this game. He's probably running, like I said, more of
Oh, the
like
one
a
bear
carry
is still alive.
variant.
He's gonna kill them all. He's just get
People losing to the Bears, actually. That's not good.
yeah, the bear is insane, dude.
Bears, okay, I do not like the new change to Bears. Let me not. They're very strong.
If you kill one, the other one just kills all of your units after, it feels.
I personally like the buffs to the creep rounds. They were just to push over before, and now you actually have to think and
That's okay.
position
That's
your board
fair
accordingly.
enough. It used to be like a joke. You're like, okay, it's a guaranteed win every time.
Yep.
Like no matter what you had.
I mean, you just have to position so that they die at the same time, or that you CC them sort of accordingly. There are many ways to do it. Or blade mail on a tanky character, just they kill themselves.
Blade mail is an item I didn't really think it was that good when I first saw it because it's 30% of damage. It doesn't seem that good. Is it actually worth getting blade mail?
It's pretty good in the current meta, especially with brawny builds and stuff. It's pretty damn strong. I wouldn't take it on everything, but sort of scrappy builds, brawny builds, I would definitely take it.
We see it this game with ceremonials at the top doing the brownie build with the 2 blade mills on the axe and the patch.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in a very good position with those blade mails for sure. On a
especially
brawny
if
build,
not
that's
against other
exactly
brawny, right? Like their team isn't going to be as tanky as yours, so you can just reflect. The damage reflect will be much more valuable.
exactly. And he's going to get 3 stars a lot easier because he's not contested, and those 3 stars are going to have even higher health pool as a base, and then you've got the kills on top from the brawny buff. It's going to get ridiculous.
I mean, he's 1 axe away from getting 3-star axe, and that's pretty scary.
Definitely with blade mail. Okay, Kuyan has a 3-star Crystal Maiden. I don't like that personally. I don't think she's worth the investment. I don't.
How does
I don't
she
know.
even scale?
Not great, personally. I mean, it's a lot of investment to 3-star or 3 cost, and I just don't think Crystal Maiden gives you what you want for that much.
It's a lot of gold for 6 more mana every 2 seconds, right?
Exactly. I mean, 2-star Crystal Maiden is a very strong unit.
Oh, but he's
But I
winning.
just don't-
He beat Impetuous Panda, though. Pinty so bait.
I mean, if I guess if it goes late game, it'll pay off eventually.
I
Like if he
don't
can
think he's
get
going
other
to.
units.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
doesn't
if
seem
he's
that
gonna
hard
survive that
for
long. He's
our
all
boy
in
right
all
now.
of his gold. Yeah.
He's
Oh,
no
I
gold.
see.
He's at the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah.
He's only 3 stars unit. He's a CM. That's a Pepe Hands, if you ask me.
He's got
It
2
is.
SF2s. I mean, 2 SF2s is fairly strong.
Yes.
I don't see this board being
He's
very
close
sustainable.
to SF3 though. I mean, he just needs 2 more.
mean, that could have maybe saved him a bit, but I just don't think
Look
he
at
has enough.
Ceremonials just stacking axes on his board.
Yeah.
Oh, he removed them. He
Overflowing.
was doing the thing, Pinty.
Yeah, he was overflowing.
He was overflowing. I know it.
This is our
Put all the axes in and then just remove them. For a second, I thought he was just gonna go all in, you know? Show us some new strat that we don't know from a really high lord, where you can put 11, 13 units in the board and play with
Yeah,
them.
Kuyan is pretty screwed now. Even if he manages to stabilize somewhat, he has no economy, and his board is still fairly weak. I mean, he's out of this game. He lost the game when he didn't get a really big power spike off of all. He's pretty much doomed.
Explain doing not so hot at this moment. It seems
Nice.
that contesting the scrappy. Look at the two guys contesting the scrappy. They can like fuck with each other. The moment they both decided to go scrappy, they both went to the bottom. They were pretty high before that. It just seems you
Yeah,
cannot. Yeah.
I don't like Explain's position particularly much. I mean, he's kind of far off of any major outs. I mean, he can probably hit like maybe clock 3, but that's not exactly massive. I think, in my opinion, he'd want to go for this stage of the game. He'd want to just push 6 scrappies and then aim for Slark 3 or something. I mean, I'd prefer PA 3, but he hasn't even got one, so I don't, he's really not in a fantastic position. He's kind of screwed as well. And he just queued the ceremonials again, which is not good for him.
That's
mean,
the worst
There's
luck.
no way he beats that. Ceremonials hit an insane power spike with that BM3. I don't think anyone
BM3,
beats him
Wind
in this
Ranger
game.
3, the sniper with the Mask of Madness, sitting at the
It seems
bottom.
like this was kind of a fault of other players for not checking what build he's going. Don't you want to contest this kind of stuff to make sure you can't get away with a brawny build like this?
Not
One
really.
of
I
the
mean,
main, I think other people should have kept an eye on it. I mean, it is weird to see only one brawny player. Generally, if you're the only brawny player in your lobby, it's like a free win. I mean, there's a chance that someone else high rolling something else could contest you if they're not being contested on their build, right? They can high roll it too. There's a chance they can sort of match you. The way it's looking, he's going to run away with it. Got the Axe 3 now as well. I mean, this is wow.
no, seriously,
scary.
notoriously. Thanks for the follow, boy. Hope you are enjoying the tournament as we are with this ceremonials just destroying everyone with this brawny uncontested hunter build.
But I mean, are we surprised? He's the highest ranked player.
Is he?
I don't know.
Oh,
He's ranked
actually true.
52.
But Explain is 84 and he's not doing that hot either.
I mean, in a game like this, I don't think the little differences in rank mean too much. I mean, they're all good players to get here.
It's like, what's the big difference between a rank 50 and 100 at this, at their stage?
I mean, like I said,
So close
you can't always weight the rank too much because people that are high rank have played a lot, but there can be people that are just as good that don't have the time to put into grind the
Like me.
ladder. Yeah, I don't know
That's a
about you.
crapper. That is definitely a crapper.
No.
But yeah, I mean, these guys aren't playing bad at all. I mean, there's a couple mistakes, a couple questionable decisions towards the bottom of the leaderboard, but for the most part, everyone's playing a pretty solid game.
Chat
They
just
kind of messed
point
up.
out someone's going 4 bad riders. I don't see that. Maybe they were overflowing. Chat.
Yeah, Respect has, he has 1 bat off, so he would have 4, but they're benched.
Pretty close to Luna 3, actually. Just needs 2 more.
It's looking like our top 3 is pretty solidified here. Like, the way it's looking.
My underdog is
the
doing it. Look at my 2 underdogs.
Yeah. All
But
ages can
ceremonials looks
clutch.
very strong. The
mean-
elusive also uncontested this game.
He's now in 1-shot range, but at the same time, he's had a pretty nice board.
Oh, Calamity with our build going for it. Viper should be right next to the Tiny though, and the puck behind him,
I mean,
and the Axe
that's
should
fine.
be in front of the CM, right?
There are different ways to play these builds.
You got the Viper
I mean,
3.
he's,
That's very strong. Ah, the Viper with the Helm of the
which is
Undying.
completely fine.
This
Yeah, I
Viper
mean,
got me
what he's
action
doing
and
is
kill.
fine.
Yeah, I really like Calamity's build. He hit his power spike. He had the Morph 3, the Viper 3. He might climb to the top now. But
He has a chance.
at the same time, Ceremonial's looking really strong. Now with the Axe 3, the Beastmaster 3, Patch 3.
Oh, Panda gets knocked out.
Oh, Panda, GG. Well played. Thanks for joining our tournament. Hope to see you in the Season 2. Kuyambuyan about to be eliminated. Oh, he has an Aegis, but he's there. He's at the bottom, grinding.
That was just unlucky for him, really. I mean, there wasn't a lot he could do. When Explain switched to Scrappy's late, it really sort of handicapped him there.
Hmm.
Unlucky for Panda.
I'm gonna stick to
Looking
Calamity
at
because I really like his build.
Explain versus Calamity. We've got a Slark 3. This could do work.
Explain
there
could
is a
be
Viper.
eliminated this round, maybe.
There's a no, he is gone. Oh, he has an Aegis. Wait, is it gone? No, it's gone. He's out.
He's out. Losing to Calamity. Oh, thanks for joining our tournament. Explain.
Lost
Really
to
high rank.
Q.
This was your horse, right?
That was my horse. Yeah, no, he. I was wrong.
He just lost.
I mean, to be fair, it was a round one prediction. Okay.
Calamity
It's
now.
like playing the lottery in this game.
no, you were wrong, Pinty. Own your
Oh my
mistakes.
God. Jesus.
Calamity with the bill, doing it.
Yeah, I don't think Calamity can win this game. though. I'm going to be honest. He's probably playing for second place here. I don't think he wins into this unless Ceremonials does something very stupid and throws the game.
What you mean?
It's most likely top 2. You've got the elusive player. He's
top
online with 9
two
elusive.
still gets you some money. From the
No,
price
it's
pool.
definitely it's a good finish. It's definitely a good finish. I just don't see anyone catching up to Ceremonials now. I mean, look at his board. He's got Refresher on a VM. This is dirt.
Refresher on the BM, indeed. He just beats I'm Not Smiling.
I'm not smiling. Loses his Aegis.
It's like Respect is about to lose too.
He's about to be
Yep, Spec is out.
disrespected.
Okay, don't make me Pepe Scoots, dude.
Okay, we are down to top 4.
Top 4, boys. Now they are competing for the money. Whoever makes it.
It's looking like the top 3 with health are going to be the top 3. I'm Not Smiling has no gold. He has no Aegis.
He has to make a
XDGG still.
ton
He
of
does have a Vino 3. Vino 3 used to be disgustingly strong a couple of patches ago.
I don't think with this build against these, he's going to get 4th. So our top 3 is going to be Ceremonials, Calamity, and XDGG. There's 0.1% chance that I'm Not Smiling makes it any.
Oh, you don't think there
He
can
just-
be
he-
an
yeah.
upset?
No, looking at the boards, I just don't think there is. I mean, I don't think his board stands a chance against any of the other 3.
It's,
It's unfortunate, but plus the health difference, and he's bound to queue into someone that can kill him by the time one of them gets low enough, at least.
So after these creep rounds, we might see some resolution to our tournament. At least the top 3s will be decided in the next rounds.
Ooh, Pipe of Insight for Ceremonials. That's good. He's pretty much cementing this first place now. I think the Elusive player can... I mean, Elusive is pretty good into anything melee-oriented, but there's a fair bit of spell casting with the Refresher BM and the Wind Ranger. And the Blade Mails as well. Yeah, I don't see any... Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say he's swapping in a Disruptor for his Jug too.
Yeah, definitely. That was his second Jug too, right? And the Disruptor gives him 4 Brawny, so that doubles the health bonus.
Oh,
Plus,
Very
Disruptor
smart.
is just generally a good unit, right? The silence, especially against this mage comp.
Sophia has a hard time getting mana.
Oh wait. Oh, maybe not actually.
Oh
Oh, the spirit bear doing work? No, it's not
no,
enough. There's just too much health on them. Way too much.
he's too strong.
Oh yeah, no.
And
The
I'm not
spirit bear
smiling.
tried, but
Eliminated from the tournament.
and
Fourth
that's our top
place.
three.
And these guys are gonna get the money. Just so close to get
Yeah.
some prize, but not enough. These guys were just too good. My underdog almost doing it. Let's root for the underdog now to beat
What
Calamity.
XD do you, is XD your underdog?
I mean, he's the lower rank. Both XD and
Fair enough.
Respect were the underdogs. So
I
we
mean,
were
unluckily for the elusive player there, he queued into the mage. Mages count as elusives pretty hard, so that's not ideal.
who's facing who now? Calamity and
Calamity.
Ceremonials. This is gonna be like the
Here we get to
matchup of
see.
the Titans. The
I
winner
just-
is
I
gonna
don't
come
see
out of
him.
here, probably.
I just don't see him losing. Way
They're
too strong.
using all units
Look
to
at this
bring
BM.
down the Viper, while the BM makes space. But
It's close.
it's
Oh,
very close. Look at this Pinty.
oh, wow.
Can
Wow.
they do it?
No, the clones.
Split.
Yeah.
The Eidolons. The Eidolons doing it. Give me more Eidolons.
Clones doing
Ark.
what? Oh, the blade
Oh,
mail.
there
The
we
blade
come.
mail.
Is it enough to kill the axe level 3? This poor Eidolons. A small Eidolon, the underdog
This
against
is
the
so
axe.
funny.
Do it. Oh, the
Oh my.
underdog wins.
6 health.
The
Six
small
health.
Eidolon. Imagine being a level 3 axe and getting
Unfortunately, ceremonials is still on a very high pool of health here. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's enough. I mean, if he can only barely win there, I'd say ceremonials late game is way stronger. I mean, Jug 3,
Oh
but
no, he
Calamity
got a
got
freaking Jug 3.
it's Jug 3 versus Cop 3 here. That's pretty big. Oh, there's a Doom. Calamity got a Doom. Now, if you didn't know, when Doom's a brawny unit, it loses all the bonus health from the brawny.
Oh,
That could be a game changer.
I did not
game
know
changer. I knew that. And now Calamity against XDGG. They're fighting for the second place. Can XDGG beat Calamity here?
that.
Try to get
Calamity just so strong.
Calamity suffering a calamity right now, getting destroyed. I mean XDGG getting destroyed by the calamity.
You got
Yeah,
third place though?
XDGG
Top two.
just gets third place. A
Respectable finish. He wins a prize. Yeah.
Respectable
He wins a
$5.
prize.
Not bad.
Congrats to
Not bad.
XD. Yeah.
So now they're competing
Congrats
for
to
the
the guy.
30 and the $15. Let's see if Calamity can take the big buckets, the big bucks from Ceremonials. It's gonna be hard. Ceremonials is looking very strong right now.
Very indeed.
But Calamity does have our build, Pinty. And he got the Doom. You said that
Hmm.
that was game changing.
The Doom gives him a shot. It definitely does. I'm not sure about the item placements. I think I'd prefer the Maelstrom on the Arc, potentially. I mean, the Dagon is good, but I don't know how good it is into that comp. I mean, maybe it one-shots the Disruptor before it casts, but it's hard to say.
Oh. No, it just doesn't seem enough.
They have too much health, and he got Jug 3 now, and Jug
The
3
Jug
is just
3,
really
the
good
Jug
against
3 that
magic
he got is
comps.
making all the difference. That buff
But they
we
both
were
have 50
talking
gold still. Yeah, they both have 50 gold, dude. So there is room for power spike.
about. Yeah, and we have a creep
Yeah.
round coming, so they're gonna get some items now.
We do exactly. This it's still up in the air, but I heavily favor ceremonials here. I mean, for him to lose with that board would be astonishing.
I don't even know what. And Doom 2 would help. I don't know. He's not really close to anything else.
Honestly, it's hard to say. I don't know if there's much else that could help him here.
The dragon coming up.
And even if he hits everything, I don't. I mean, you need a pretty lucky run.
Should be an easy
Seems
dragon
like-
for both of them, right? Yes, they both beat the dragon.
Items, what we're looking for here, we're looking for any tier 5s, we're looking for maybe a refresher for the Doom. That would be quite good.
Besacho on chat says 24 kills is pretty low. How many does Beast have? How many kills does Beastmaster have?
63.
63, sir.
Shit.
Amounts are fairly low, but I don't think it particularly matters. They're still quite strong.
63 times 60 is a lot of HP.
It is a lot of HP.
A lot of
It's
HP.
not like an absurd amount, but I think the game is just the way it's gone. I mean,
And it's a level 3 Beastmaster, very strong.
it's
Jug
one
only
of the
had
Almost
reasons.
has level 3 sniper too. I don't know how you fight that. Like it's almost all 3-stars now.
Osmija in
once
chat
he
is
gets that
asking if
sniper.
he shouldn't frontline his Viper. I agree, honestly. I think Viper is very tanky. Oh, but it has help of them dying also. I thought maybe he had a blink there, but no, I was wrong. And
It's hard to
Calamity and
say if he
Ceremonials
should
here.
frontline it.
Just
It is hard to say.
Ceremonials beating Calamity again, and it seems pretty rough right now for my boy
I think he
Calamity.
has
It's pretty rough for him.
He has to roll here, I think. I don't think he can cut it any
He
closer.
needs to use
100%.
his
He's
goal.
in one-shot range. He has to.
He's about to use
has
it.
to go
We're
for it.
about to see some really desperate. And there
Yeah,
he goes.
there's the goal.
Level 10.
It's dropping.
Leveling
He's not getting anything.
Oh,
Level
he
10.
used it all to level. We just went up 2 levels.
The
Jeez.
problem with rolling so fast is that sometimes you miss units that you want to buy from rolling that fast, as Pinty knows. You don't pay attention and you're boom.
Yeah, Osmija, the reason he's backlining the Viper and Queen of Pain is because Ceremonials is playing a Hunter variant. I mean, you play Hunter Brawny anyway, but he's like very Hunter focused. He's playing the Sniper, the Wind Ranger, and he's trying to get to that backline and nuke them down. And I think that's the idea he's going for here.
Oh,
I mean,
it
I
might be.
understand it.
The Viper versus Jug. No, Jug just wins. Too strong. The Juggernaut, recently buffed. And Calamity is about to lose. He needs some dramatic changes. Just put the Viper here, move the CM on the other side. Try to do anything, boy. You need
I
some
don't think he
desperate
can.
changes.
It's really rough for
Oh,
him.
he got the Razor 3.
Ceremonial and Ceremonial's got Sniper 3. I mean, he just counters his build. He's got the Deadeye now. He's got. There's no way. He's just been countered completely. This guy has a full board of the strong Brawny units. He's being hard countered. He's got a Pipe of Insight. He's got Brawny, which is just a counter to mages in general. A Disruptor. I mean, I just
Pepe has.
The
You
odds
would just call GG
are
at this
against
point, right?
him.
The
Yeah.
pressure is pretty good. Okay,
I
it's
mean,
not
he's
bad.
played
Look at
He's
this.
played a very good game,
It's
Uh,
hopeless.
but there's not much he
yeah.
can
So
do.
strong.
Still a very good game by Calamity, though. Very well
It
played.
is.
And I respect
that
him
is
for
it.
what he plays.
That is it. Congratulations to Ceremonials for winning the first Underdogs tournament. Thanks to all the participants for showing up. We had a lot of fun today. Thanks Pinty and Sasan for casting with me.
That was very fun, sir.
No, thanks for having me, dude. Yeah.
Anything else you wanna add? Let me just modify this to put Calamity as the winner.
Second place, actually. Ceremonials one.
Calamity, congrats. Oh, never mind. Oh, I almost.
Ceremonials one.
Yeah, Jesus. Congratulations. Ceremony.
Yeah, congratulations to Ceremonials. Wow, what a game. I mean,
And
uncontested Brawny.
Calamity
Just steamrolled
second
the game.
place. Who got third place? XDGG.
Yes.
Yep.
Very nice.
Make sure you ping the Kyle directly, too, so he knows.
Yes. There we go. Congratulations, Ceremonials, for winning the Underdogs Underlords Season 1. And that is it for now. I might do a second stream after, later tonight, but there's also TI. Thanks guys for joining us, all of you, and hope to see you around anytime soon. GG's.